Lila!
Hi.
Nice to see you.
You too.
What's going on?
Let's see. Take your daughter to work day today.
Is that today?
Yes.
So are your daughters? Are they here?
Yes.
Really?
2 of them.
You brought them in?
I sure did.
Wow. Where you got them stashed?
In the trunk.
Uh-huh.
I said, don't worry about it. It's only 4 hours.
So it's like a typical family trip.
Sure is.
I see.
Yeah. No, they're in the cubicles.
Is that right? They're out in the
Plant-
newsroom?
Yeah,
or whatever
they
you call
are.
that joint?
Yeah.
The newsroom.
The newsroom. Breaking news.
They're sitting at Kilbreth's cubicle?
You mean mine and Kilbreth?
Oh, that's right. You share a cubicle.
Share
Yeah,
a
well, you're
cubicle.
gone at 10:01, so
Yeah, so
it's hard to
really it is
remember.
Kilbreth's.
Hard to remember that it's part yours.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
They're going to sneak off and get their hair cut.
Wow. Gonna spend the next 4 hours chatting away, and
On MySpace.
well, who knows?
And then later on they'll say, hey,
So
drop
it's-
me off at the mall.
It's bring your daughters to work day.
I
Not your sons.
I
Your
think
sons,
it's-
screw them.
No, I
Yeah.
think really it is. It originally was bring your daughters to work day, but
Right.
I think it's evolved into just bring your child to work.
So where's Darian?
He is in high school,
Oh,
so they
geez.
don't do that.
Oh, so
there.
bring your child to work day
Pretty much pertains to elementary school kids.
through what?
Well, 1st through 6th grade, 5th grade.
But your children that you have outside are outside of 6th grade.
No, they're not.
Oh, they're not.
They're 4th and 5th.
Oh, they are?
Yes, they
okay.
are.
Well, that's fine then.
Yeah, it is.
That works out good.
They're in that
Yeah.
parameter there.
It's like show and tell. At some point, it just ends.
Yeah,
Stan,
yeah, I know. Darius is like, can I? And I'm like, no.
speaking of taking kids to work day, where are the updates on your little league that you're running there? I haven't gotten anything.
I just got the original, here's your teams.
Oh, you
Yeah.
like daily? I thought because last year you said you just wanted them after the series.
Well,
so
that's
now,
fine.
Okay.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Have you sent out any emails yet?
No,
Oh, you haven't? Okay,
You
because I
sent
want to make
one.
sure that Greg, the stupid freaking internet doofus,
Yeah.
isn't screwing up my email. Because
Well,
you
it
said you
probably
got
is.
one.
I did get one.
You probably just got a little love note that you mistook.
No, I did not,
Sure.
Stephen.
You didn't get an update. You got
Not an update. I did get an email.
You got the
from
original
after-
to tell
the
you who-
original.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, I ain't getting no email. You sent me an email?
Yeah,
Well, maybe I got
have
it.
trouble though sometimes because I don't know whether to say the T-Man or T-Man. So I
think both go to my
Oh, really?
personal email
Okay,
account.
sometimes
yeah.
I send them to both,
Oh, well, that's good.
to both, and I don't know whether
both?
you get them or not because
But
you
if-
never respond to me, so I'm never
But
quite
to
sure.
my knowledge, the guaranteed email that comes straight to my home is thetmanshow.com.
The T-Man show.
The T-Man at the T-Man show.
Right. Okay. That's a lot of those.
.com.
Okay.
Well, I'm the T-Man. And this is the T-Man show.
Right. No, I
Wow, good job,
I
Stephen.
get-
You are right.
I get that, but you would think you could just go T-Man at the T-Man.com.
But he's not just T-Man.
I'm not just T-Man. I'm the T-Man.
Mine is not the Stephen Kilbreth.
Well,
though.
you're not the Stephen Kilbreth. You're Stephen Kilbreth.
Yeah.
I'm the T-Man.
Right. Okay.
The day you want to be referred to as the Stephen Kilbreth, then we'll change your email address.
Okay.
You see how that works?
I do,
Okay,
actually.
good. I'm the T-Man, and I want to be referred to as such.
That's probably why you've never responded to any of my emails.
That's
We're
right.
going to the wrong place.
That's the reason.
Some guy called T-Man just keeps getting these emails. He's going, who the hell is this Kilbreth guy?
And when did I get a show?
And when do I get to play Six Over Glass?
So I guess you need to send an update or send him.
I'll send an
the
update.
original.
I don't need an update. I just wanted to make sure I was getting all my emails. Or maybe,
And no, you're not.
Well, I am, because he hasn't sent any.
All I know is my Lakers won last night.
Wow. You got the Lakers?
I do.
And you feel good about your chances now to win the whole thing?
Well, not the whole thing with the Lakers, I don't think, but
You really think the Lakers are going to beat Phoenix in this series?
probably not. But I'm surprised they won a game. So, especially in Phoenix.
Yeah, because in Steven's little league, Terry,
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware of this, in Steven's little NBA postseason pool that he's the commissioner of, he's
Yes.
the commander-in-chief, he's the
He
CEO, he's the COO, he's the CFO, he's the
Gina Davis.
Gina Davis, yes. He's the man who controls the West Wing. He gives you a point for every game you win, whether your team wins the series or not. So he got a point last night.
Woo! I got 2
So
points
who's
actually.
in first
How
place?
did you get 2 points?
Well, Detroit won too.
Oh, okay. Well, just for the Laker game, you got 1
Detroit,
point.
yeah.
Well, you got 2 points from Detroit already.
Right.
But we're just talking about the Lakers.
Right. No, I
You
understand.
got 1 point.
I have 1 point with the Lakers.
So you have 3 points on no.
So how many points you have total?
Yeah.
Well, I have 2 more because the Clippers have won 2.
Oh,
twice,
geez.
too.
Whoa,
You have
you're
the
going
Clip.
hard.
You have both LA teams covered?
I am all LA. I
Wow.
love LA.
All right,
we
easy
love
now.
it.
Easy.
Are you wearing LA Gear shoes? LA Lux in your hair?
Nice,
Of
right?
course, yeah.
Right. So who's in first?
Oh, jeez.
I would assume that probably me.
Wow.
Since I'm the commissioner.
And you've won the last 2 years that you've been commissioner.
I have, yeah.
Kind of interesting, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, very interesting.
Check into this. Call the Pac-10 to investigate.
He's been driving around in a tractor.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right. Well, it seems like you got a good handle on the league that you're.
No, if you want daily
commissioner of.
updates, I don't mind doing it. I love it.
I really would
But
not like daily
There was
updates.
complaints last year, so I.
Again, I want to make clear, I don't need daily updates. After every series is fine, give me a status report as to where the standings are. And right now you say you're in first, and
Well, I'm not-
chances are you'll be
I'm
going
not
Says
100%
he's
sure.
not.
You'll be going wire to wire. Well, how many points do you have? Let's
Well, I
add
have-
them up. You
I
have
the
two from
Clippers.
Detroit.
I have 2 from Detroit. I
Two
have
from
2
the Clippers.
the
That's 4
Los
points.
Angeles Clippers.
Right.
And I have 1 from the Los Angeles
So you
Lakers.
have 5 total.
Yes.
All right. And Terry, what teams do you have?
I have Memphis, Phoenix.
They've won nothing. Yeah. Phoenix won 1.
Phoenix. I have Cleveland
Cleveland has 1.
and Indiana.
So you have 3 points.
Yeah.
Scary.
I got the Heat.
The Heat have 2.
2 points, yes.
I don't know after that.
You have Dallas. They have 2 points.
Dallas has 2
Oh,
points.
yeah, okay.
How do you get man? Who passed up on Dallas?
Terry.
I did.
You passed up on Dallas to
Yes.
take Cleveland?
Well, that's because you guys were saying,
that's
take
because Hot
Cleveland.
Shot's
Oh, you guys
like,
should
oh,
take
God, you
Cleveland.
gotta take this one.
Well, Scott screwed you. I didn't say
I
a
know
damn
he
word.
did. I know he did.
Just pointing out that the lower numbers or the seeds, that means the better team. So she can
Not
choose from
necessarily.
there.
No, the way they see in the NBA, that doesn't mean it's the better team.
Yeah,
It
because
goes by-
Denver's a higher seed.
Yeah, Denver's a 3
Go-
seed.
it
Terry's
actually
free to
go,
choose her own team.
Oh, jeez.
But you were encouraging her.
You were pushing her.
Well, last year she took like
Everyone's-
76ers with the first pick, so
Everyone's cheating in this league, but me and Terry.
cheaters always win.
Okay.
And then Scott also has Sacramento, so they have 0 points. Right?
Sacramento has 0 points. And who else do you have? Last team?
Is it the Wizards?
You got the Wizards?
I got the Wizard sleeves, I think.
So you have 5 points, too.
oh,
Wizards won a game? Yeah, they did.
tied up between Hot Shot and the Kill Breath.
So that must mean T-Man has 3 points.
Well, I have San Antonio,
So there's 2.
the winner of the whole thing.
Oh,
And plus I get to have sex with Eva Longoria.
oh, lucky you.
Yes.
Now,
I
are you
have,
before Tony Parker or after?
I have the New Jersey Nets, Terry.
Oh, okay.
They've won 1.
Yes. And then I have 2 teams that I don't think have won anything. Who do I
Bulls,
have?
maybe.
I have the Bulls and
Denver.
The Denver McNuggets, who are fighting.
Did you bring
George Krall can't get along with any of his players.
Are
Oh, that's
you
atypical.
serious?
Yeah, shocker, huh?
George Karl not getting it done in the playoffs?
Whoa! He just
Stop
suspended.
it.
He just suspended one of his best players for the next 2 games because he had a
Why?
fight with him in the locker room.
Oh, stop.
That seems kind of odd.
I couldn't get along with his bosses either, by the way.
Right. He's a real people person.
Right. Unless you cut his hair.
Right. And he gets along really well with you and gives you prime seats. So that works out nice. Okay. So it's a very
So
fascinating.
we're all tied up. There's me and you are tied up, and then
Yes.
Steven and
Wow, Terry, that sounds nice.
Hey, tie me up tighter.
Oh, jeez. It sounds like it's
Your
a.
daughter's here? Jeez, Terry.
What? This is what my mommy does at work. It's a rousing good time for the
Rousing good
Kilbreath
time.
postseason NBA pool, ladies and gentlemen.
He knows how to throw a pool party.
Oh, he does.
Everybody into the pool. Hope you put some extra chlorine in there. I gotta go.
It's all good. Brittany and her embattled hubby are expecting baby number 2. A source tells Access Hollywood that she's 5 months pregnant.
Oh, jeez.
She and Kevin Federline had a son just 7 months ago.
5 months pregnant, Terry.
Wow.
Did it again.
They did it again.
Oh,
5 months pregnant, man. She's pretty far along there.
yes, she is.
What was your question, Vinny the Pooh? You had a question?
Yeah,
Is there a question?
I didn't know
Got a question.
how long you have to wait after having a child.
Oh, you're supposed to wait a
Yes.
little bit, yeah? You're supposed to wait about 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
And then the math didn't really add up. I was
But
like,
as Terry knows, a lot of women don't.
Yes.
You're supposed to technically wait 6 weeks because your pussy hurts after you have a child.
Wow.
yeah,
Mine too?
Yes,
Okay.
yours too, absolutely. And they say 6 weeks, your gynecologist will tell you chill out for 6 weeks. But most couples just are so damn ready for each other and can't stand being away sexually from one another that they tear into each other by week 2.5.
Especially like a guy like K-Fed. I mean, who could say no to him?
That's
Oh,
right.
I know.
So while she's taking away his Lamborghini,
Yeah.
She's saying yes.
he's
still.
ransacking the Steiner.
Oh, pull those
Wow.
out.
And that's,
No, not the Steiner.
well,
She has to because he's going to get it elsewhere.
So this will be what, baby number 4 for him.
yes, that's true. I forgot about that. He's
2
father.
by a black woman and 2 by a white woman.
Wow, Terry's got the scorecard done. That's, four times a dad for Kevin Federline. Let me tell you,
Jeez.
they're no more worthy a dad I can think of.
No, no doubt.
4 kids.
Yeah.
Well, 2 he doesn't really care about, so it doesn't really count.
I think
Well,
3 he doesn't care about, is my guess.
Aha.
You're right.
Wow. It's an interesting point. And a 4th one on the way. Not looking good about him caring about it.
Oh, I
huh?
don't like that one.
Oh, I see.
This one's going to be awesome.
Right. This one I feel a connection to. So that was a very good question there, because yes, there are those limitations you're supposed to have. Now, they certainly could have stuck it out through the limitations, Terry, but they got pretty down to business quick at some point.
Yeah.
Not too long after baby number one came spewing out.
Right. He knows how to woo her, man. Back to the bedroom.
Back to the bedroom.
Oh, baby. Baby,
That's
baby.
assuming that the baby is K-Feds.
Oh.
Now, come on.
I mean, yeah,
Are we really going to question whether or not Brittany?
I don't know what's going on in that household. I know she's taking cars away from him. I know she's scolding him. I know she's talking about breaking up with him. Why
Yeah,
should
but
I
she-
assume that she's having a baby with
Yeah,
him?
but she leaves her first child with whomever.
She's got people around that are of the
and they go-
masculine persuasion. I'm sure she's horny. Maybe she grabs a hold of a bodyguard and says,
Bodyguard.
ransack the Steiner and then some.
No, I don't think so. She's still trying to satisfy K-Fed.
I know you're dying to want to believe that she's faithful to K-Fed. Because we all do, Terry.
Right.
I think
But-
she would be, though.
I think so, too.
But it's not out of the realm of possibility that this is not his child. 10%, they estimate. Somewhere close to 10%, if not 10%, of men out there are raising children that aren't theirs.
Whoa!
And they don't know. You think K-Fed's the one to be bright enough to figure it out? I don't think so.
K-Fed is almost wishing, don't you think?
If 8 to 10
Please.
If 8 to 10% of men out there are raising children that aren't theirs and aren't smart enough to figure it out, then I don't think K-Fed's the one to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Know what you're saying.
Okay. You raising any kids that aren't yours there, Van?
I hope not.
Okay.
That'd be a magical day, the birth of your child and paternity test on the same day. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm so glad he's here. Is this yours?
There should be a scanner when it comes out the VJ.
A
Someday in the future, there'll be technology that the baby gets scanned on the way out of the vaginal canal, Terry.
Yeah.
That lets you know if the person waiting to catch it
is the biological father.
If it's his, yes.
Yeah.
So there'll be no confusion because it's not right that there are so many men out there that are raising children that they believe are theirs.
Well, then-
but little do they know it's not, because their wives perhaps are whores.
Well, then what would Maury do if there's no children?
What would Maury and Montel do?
Yeah, what would they do? They can't do paternity or
Well, Terry,
they can't do
some would
testing.
say they're on borrowed time anyway. That their show should have been canceled about 6 years ago. So if that causes the canceling of their shows, well, then so be it. Now, were you about to say something, Stephen?
I'm not sure if I was. Or
Oh,
not.
okay. Were you about to say something?
I don't think I was either.
Oh, jeez.
But that's too bad that it's come to this where you have to have a little scanner when they come out.
Well, do you feel bad or not for some schlub out there, and there are plenty, according to the statistics, that are raising children that they believe are biologically theirs?
Oh, of course I would feel bad.
And the fact of the matter is, it's not.
That would be a shocking thing for anybody.
Their
to
wives may not even be sure, but they don't tell their husbands or boyfriends that they have any suspicions. Is that right or wrong?
Well, that was definitely wrong.
So if I can provide you technology, if it's the year 2416,
2,416.
and I can provide you a machine or a little microchip that when the baby gets served to the free world here,
Dinner served.
if there's some little readout that says whether the child is the man who's in the room believing it's his, would you like that technology? You'd like me to bury it and pretend it never existed?
Well, I
Would you like the technology or
Wow,
not?
That's a tough one.
I'm offering you beautiful technology here. Would you like it or not?
Because 92% of the people don't need it.
92% don't. But what about the 8% of the guys who just are duped?
I think you could suggest it, maybe.
So you would like it to be available?
I mean, when you're filling out your paperwork, checking into the hospital, you can check that box.
So you would like the
Have the
technology
scanner.
to be available. You don't want me to bury it and pretend it never existed so it never gets known that this technology exists. You want the technology.
I think the right thing would be for these guys to know if the kids are
so it's a
theirs or not.
yes.
It is, but he doesn't really want
No,
to
he
commit
can't say
to it.
yes.
He doesn't want to full on
the man is not
yes.
the man is not just able to say yes, T-Man.
No.
I would like the technology. Try it, Stephen. If it makes you feel good. Come on.
I don't know if it would make me feel
Oh, jeez. You don't want to be definitive on any.
Well,
on
what do you
anything.
guys think? Do you think that the
Of course! Yes! Absolutely! How's that for a definitive
Well, that's
answer?
good. It's your,
my
your
scenario.
thought. Yeah.
Prick him in the heel and get
Okay,
a
I'm
little
gonna-
hematocrit.
Stephen, I'm going to get working on it right now. Mm-hmm.
Well, 2,416. I can't wait. So
I think, what will we be?
Yeah.
We'll be, what, about 70 years old?
Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Shucks over gosh.
Oh, jeez. How will I sound, Stephen?
I don't know how you'll sound. I was imitating myself.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I wonder what the world will look like in 2416, Terry. Man,
run by apes.
I think the dinosaurs will be back.
I was just reading a story online that realistic virtual sex, the need for like going to the clubs and mouthpiecing women into bed will be over.
Really?
Yeah, because like virtual sex is going to be
sex?
so realistic and so dynamic that you can create all these scenarios for you. You won't need a partner.
Yeah, but you look kind of dorky with that big thing on your head for the whole virtual
I don't know
thing,
if you'll have
right?
to wear that thing on your head, Terry.
Because you know those movies that
It's not
portray
Michael
the-
Douglas in the movie Disclosure. Remember that saying?
Yeah.
It's a good saying.
Surprising he was in anything good.
Right.
I mean, after Romancing the Stone, it was downhill.
Got it.
Was he in that?
Yes.
He was in Romantic.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a great
And that was,
movie.
a
That was
that was
an
like one of his
awesome
first
movie.
movies.
I know. Jesus.
You haven't liked anything since then?
Sliding down the mudslide was awesome.
Yeah, that is great.
Sliding
I've always
down the
wanted to do
mudslide?
that.
Yeah.
I never saw Romance.
Well, it's not really
You
a
did it?
slide,
It's
but
not a slide. Yeah, but
It
it
is.
was a side.
My wife watches it every time it's on and asks me if I'm interested, and I say no.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's wacky action adventure
You've all seen Romance of the Stone?
with a hint of comedy.
Do we have the theme song there?
I don't
romancing
care.
the stone, doo, 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 never leaving a poor heart alone.
Okay, you know what?
Sounds like we don't.
I mean, the point, you've ever heard of Romance of the
Oh
Stone?
my God.
That's how it sounds like. He pretty much nailed it.
Have you seen Romance of the Stone?
got
I've never seen
Have you
Romancing.
heard of Romance of the Stone?
No, I've heard
Have
of
you ever been interested in romancing a stone?
No.
Okay.
How about romancing a stoner?
Oh, jeez.
It came across my mind.
It did what now? So Brittany's pregnant again. That's been confirmed, Terry. Baby number 2 is
Right.
about 4 months away.
Yeah.
4 months away.
Wow.
First baby just barely recovering from falling on the top of her head, his head. Nanny was fired.
Yeah, Nanny was fired.
Britney Spears has enough motherly instincts to fire the nanny who dropped the baby on its head.
Oh, that's good.
Tell you what a mom she must be. Mother of the year.
Yeah.
She came home for 5 minutes to fire the nanny.
Right. And she said, "Oh, gotta go. I'm going to Vegas for some more fun."
And then it's after she fired the nanny and the nanny was packing up and leaving the estate. Britney was taunting her by saying, "Nanny, nanny, boo boo."
That's not nice.
It's not very funny. It's not good nanny etiquette.
Nanny was saying, "Well, that's okay, because I'm carrying K-Fed's baby too."
Who isn't?
And that,
So we'll see you in 9 months.
and the nanny won't need a microchip to tell her it's hers.
No.
But men do. And I'm going to get to work on this, guys. Trust me. I'll have it done by middle of next week.
Okay. Can't wait.
Forget 2,416 or whatever I said it was.
In your home lab?
That's right. I got my home lab. Just got to open that sucker and get to work. If I had a nickel for every time I said that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's bring your daughters to work then.
Ooh, Chichi.
Terry has 3 daughters and 2 sons. That's
Wow.
unbelievable. You should have brought the other
Papa's
one.
out. Now,
You'd have to bring 2 cars just to bring them down for one day.
yes. When you take a family trip, can you do it all in one car or what? You can. You have a nice little minivan there somewhere or what?
No minivans in our house.
All right. What do you have that seats
We
the
have
whole
a
fam?
big Nissan Armada.
I don't even know what it is. Anyway.
Not even, but
So-
anyway.
Wow, at some point this morning, I'm going to get a glimpse of your kids. You're going to keep them out there and tell them never
They
to...
don't need to interrupt,
Oh,
the
wow.
greatness that is you.
Wow.
Tim.
But it's take your daughters to work
Do
day.
you want them to sit on the
There's-
couch?
But there's nothing going on outside
You
there.
don't want them to sit on the couch, Terry.
No. Okay, sit on the floor. It's cleaner.
Wow. Steven,
I mean, they can answer phones for pasty.
ladies, girls, that's where Steven dry humped a grandma where you're sitting right now.
Oh, man.
I mean, they can go up and help Stephen do traffic.
Do the pictures still exist of Steven dry humping a grandma?
I think so.
I think they're on the website.
I think they are.
I hope when they study radio in the year 2416, Terry, they use that as an example of what went on.
Well, I'd be honored.
No,
that
they
you're
don't-
studying
they're
me in
gonna use-
Don't forget
2016.
that couch was in Pacey's apartment for a while before I
Right,
came
right,
here.
right.
So I think he's knocked out more loads than a laundromat on that.
Steven, I hope that we never lose picture number 49 or the picture of you dry humping a grandma. Now, Terry brought up whether the girl should go up and join you in on a traffic report in the upcoming hour or two. Are you interested in that, Steven?
That'd be fine
You ready
with
to
me.
show them the ropes of what it's like to be a news and traffic reporter that you are?
Yes.
Wow.
The ropes are ready.
Soap on a rope is ready.
Let them do your news for you.
Wow.
Whoa,
Okay.
what an experience.
I don't know. They're not ready for that.
Yeah.
Took Steven years and years of training. What if they just step to the microphone and do a 10 times better job than Cobra?
Nailed it. Knocked it out. This is easy.
Let me read more.
Well, it's not difficult, that's for sure.
Wow. All right.
It's not take your coworkers' daughters to work day.
Oh, so that's
So,
nice. So,
there's. If you thought there
No,
was
but
an
they're
open-
more than welcome to come.
No, we
backpedaling.
just got your true feelings a second ago.
Oh, so we don't joke
You thought
around
the door
anymore?
was wide open, Terry. You can think
Yeah,
again.
he just slammed
more
it. Not
joking.
in my face, but in my daughter's face.
They're more than welcome to come up.
Well,
you know
what if
that.
they come up? Steven shuts the door behind them, and then he says, "Hey, we're talking about Romance in the Stone this morning."
Oh, wow.
Don't worry, Stephen. You're not the first man to shun those kids.
Okay.
Probably not the last.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
But I would love it if they came up to do traffic.
Hopefully they don't have their headphones on right now.
No one's listening to her CD player.
Oh, okay. I don't blame her.
Yeah.
Yes. Very nice. What else is going on in the world, Terrence, please?
Just a quick update for you about Heather Locklear and Denise Richards. Because
You would
of the
think
whole-
Heather Locklear is going to be pretty pissed. I'm Heather Locklear.
She says that as far as she's concerned, Denise Richards is dead to her. Because they used to be like thick as thieves, really good friends.
Thick as
and-
thieves?
Yeah.
You ever hear that
Thick as
expression before?
thieves? Yeah.
No.
They used to be good friends, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
thick as thieves. Yeah,
Thick as
I'm sorry.
thieves.
And in fact,
So
they were,
I didn't even know they were friends. They were
Yeah.
friends, and now Denise Richards is...
Yes, like close
It's
friends.
not like Heather Locklear and Richard Sambora had a little relationship. They were married for like 10 years.
right. And actually, Denise and Heather live across the street from one another.
Unbelievable. That is just scandalous.
And and Heather went to Denise's baby shower, and then like when Charlie and Denise got separated, you saw a picture in one of the Enquirer, the Star of the
And Heather
those guys
Locklear
all
was
going out.
supporting her and
Yes.
comforting her and all
Yes,
that
and
crap.
partying with her and
Mean-
I'm with you.
Meanwhile, Denise Richards has designs on her husband. That is hot. If they fight, by the way, Terry, Heather Locklear and Denise Richards, and I think they have to have a fight of physical proportions here, Terry. If they fight, it has to be on some kind of pay-per-view or something.
Do you want to hear Heather Locklear's quote?
You know,
When
Terry,
she
I
spoke
do
to Denise?
hang on to it.
Oh, I will.
And we'll get to it in a second.
Okay.
I don't want to fall too far behind this morning because there's lots to do.
Oh, yeah, and there's two hot chicks outside.
That's
the
right.
office area. You go talk to them.
Magician David Copperfield gave quite a performance to a couple of would-be thieves. He says he and his two assistants were walking to his car after a performance when four armed teens demanded the group's belongings.
Wow.
His assistants gave the money, but he showed the robbers what a magician is made of. He showed them his empty pockets, which he had reversed so nothing was revealed, but he actually had his wallet, passport, and cell phone.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
The teens were arrested. Assistants' money given back.
All right, let me see if I got this straight.
Great.
I think you do.
That is
It's
cool.
awesome.
Let me see if I understand this correctly. After a show that they were doing,
Yes.
he's walking to his car with his coworkers, his
His
assistants,
assistants, correct.
who don't know the magic that he knows.
Right.
Four armed teens. These are armed teens, Terry. I don't know if you want to mess with armed teens. They come up and they demand everything.
Yes.
David Copperfield reverses his pockets. He turns them inside out, giving the illusion
Oh, yeah.
that there was nothing in there.
Oh, all gone. Don't have
There's
anything.
nothing here. There's nothing up my sleeve. And the robbers are like, yep, looks like nothing to me. What about you? Yep, nothing to me.
Right.
Little did they know that the magician that he is, he really had tucked away his wallet, his cell phone, and his passport.
Yes.
I don't know, man. Is it worth it? What if one armed team were like, I've seen that trick, bam!
Make this
Try
disappear,
yeah,
bitch.
make this disappear.
Make this knife disappear in your asshole!
Oh, really?
Ooh, spirits of illusion. This is a new one for us.
I picture like the music kicking in like the minute he opens his
I
pocket.
know.
Yeah, like even on the news story, they
Yeah.
can't help but play the music.
Like that music kicks in.
His assistants gave the money, but he showed the robbers what a magician is made of. He showed them his empty pockets, which he had reversed so nothing was revealed, but he actually had his wallet, passport, and cell phones. The teens were arrested. The assistants' money given back.
He gave back his assistant's money because he felt bad that they didn't know the magic that he knows.
Well, you
I should have
know.
shown you that trick years ago, but a magician never tells.
Right. He is David Copperfield.
Wow. What if the people after the show on the way to their cars, the people that were in the audience were like, oh, it's still going on the show? Yeah, oh, you're great, David. Well done.
And encore. This is wonderful. Out in the alley. It's super.
An encore in the alley. Wow, we really got our money's worth, huh, honey?
That's right. Do you still have some popcorn left?
I guess he really is a magician. That's pretty cool.
That's unbelievable.
cool.
It's
That
very
just
cool.
proves his magician skills are not just for the stage, Terry.
It's for everyday life.
And as the robbers walked away with all the other stuff, he's like, well, wait a minute. Let me make this elephant disappear. Hey, hang on.
What if he pulls the elephant out of his pocket by accident? Whoa, whoops.
Wow.
Here goes a dove. No, what's this doing in here? You magician fraud.
That is unbelievable. That is an unbelievable story.
Pretty cool.
He's a magician all the time. He's a magician around the clock. He's a magician even when faced with the biggest stress that a person can be faced with in a given day, Terry.
Yeah, he was very calm about it. Yes.
I would say four-armed teens coming up to you is probably the biggest stressful thing that can happen to you in a typical day, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I would say so.
And yet he's still the magician, cool as a cucumber.
Mm-hmm.
Feast your eyes on this, guys.
He mesmerizes the four-armed teens.
That's
They're like,
crazy.
Do it again.
Like, see, I told you we didn't have to pay for tickets.
Magician David Copperfield gave quite a performance to a couple of would-be thieves. He says he and his two assistants were walking to his car after a performance when four armed teens demanded the group's belongings. His assistants gave the money, but he showed the robbers what a magician is made of. Yeah! He showed them his empty pockets, which he had reversed so nothing was revealed, but he actually had his wallet, passport, and cell phones. The teens were arrested. The assistants' money given back.
Teens were arrested.
Yeah.
He made a cop appear.
Maybe so. Oh, watch these handcuffs appear. Oh,
Around your wrist. Oh, beautiful.
yeah.
I was worried about that one.
it's a
Finally
toughie.
got it to work.
Right. It's an iffy.
What a story.
It is.
Cool.
Way to go, David Copperfield. This is bigger than you banging a coach, Nicolette Sheridan. Who was he?
No, it was
Claudia Schiffer.
Claudia Schiffer. Same thing.
Yeah.
Also a magic trick.
Yes.
Magic is cool.
She's like, oh my gosh, how'd your penis get in there? How'd you do that? Where are the mirrors? Right over the bed. Okay, well.
No mirrors needed. You're a whore.
Whoa.
Wow, Stephen, that's a strong statement. Well, I thought that's what we do around here. We call people whores.
We definitely don't do any fun jokes or anything around here. According to Steven.
No, it's all about poop talk.
It's just bizarre when it comes out of nowhere.
No,
from
I
you, Stephen.
understand,
Yeah.
I'm saying it wasn't magic then. Just like
Yeah, just
that they ended up
appears.
together.
I mean, there's nothing in this hand, nothing in this hand, and all of a sudden it appears there.
Yeah.
That's magic.
That is magic. Because you have to believe
It's so...
it is magic. Huh?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Nothing can stand on that. Way.
Basically, gotta believe it's magic. Yeah. Anyway.
Sorry, dude. I don't really get it.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. What else?
does he not get it?
You were telling me something about...
I wanted to give you the
Easy.
quote. I was going to give you the quote from
Denise
Heather
Richards.
Locklear to Denise Richards after they spoke
They're like-
when it was broke that she is dating Richie Sambora.
They're like next door neighbors.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like best of friends.
Best of buds.
They would like have couples nights together.
Who knows? But
Denise
they were very
Richards
close friends.
Decides to leave Charlie Sheen in a stressful kind of moment. Heather Locklear's there to comfort her,
Right.
to help her through it.
Yeah.
Little does she know, weeks later, she was going to steal her ex-husband.
Right.
I mean, it's still stealing, Terry. Even though it's,
no doubt. Yeah. I mean,
You don't do that.
No, you don't. Absolutely not.
That's like the biggest backstabbing event you could possibly give anyone who's close to you in your world.
Right.
Yeah, you can't stab a knife any deeper.
No, I understand that.
Man. And Heather Locklear says what, based on the
This-
knife that's still stuck in her back, lodged in her spine?
She says, quote, I never want to see you again.
Oh.
You no longer exist to me.
Wow, this is the same line
It's-
that the Godfather gave Fredo in Godfather 2.
It's like you've died.
Wow.
So she's done.
Mm-hmm. She's done.
Well, I mean, and like you say, I mean, you just that's just a violation completely of sisterhood and friendship, and you just don't do. I mean, because
Good
you can
storyline for the
imagine.
Yaha Yaha Sisterhood Part 2.
Yeah. Because you can imagine that both of them are getting drunk on wine and complaining about their husbands, and
Yeah, that's
Charlie.
what women do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Women get drunk on wine and complain about their husbands, and that's
Absolutely.
what friendship is amongst
Right.
women.
Yeah. Yeah. And then to have Denise, start dating Richie, biatch.
Wrong song, Pasty, but
Yeah.
close enough. Wrong song, Pasty.
Never the wrong song.
Okay.
Wow, rock and roll.
Yeah, wrong song, Pasty.
Oh, dang.
Oh, what happened to rock and roll?
It used to be rock and roll. Oh, there's rock and roll right there.
Wrong song, Pasty.
Oh, that
Part
guy
2,
loves
actually.
12-year-olds.
Oh, there it is. Fifth time's a charm. You have to believe, Terry.
I know.
All right, I
She
don't
was
want to
roller
believe.
skating. Was that when she was roller skating or whatever?
Oh, When she was roller skating? Who are we talking about here?
Olivia Newton-John? Was that in Xanadu?
I don't
I
think
know.
Magic was in Xanadu.
Oh, okay.
It might have been.
This is a very interesting discussion.
Xanadu was a great movie.
Nonetheless.
You didn't see Xanadu?
Did see Xanadu.
Oh, my God.
With the Electric Light Orchestra?
Terry, I feel comfortable living a life without seeing Xanadu. Is that all right with you?
Yellow?
Okay.
Nobody saw Xanadu.
That's not true.
Oh.
I didn't even know Xanadu was a movie.
It was.
Xanadu.
I knew it was a song, Terry.
Now we are here in Xanadu.
Okay, you know what? Stop it now. Stop it now.
He's good at singing
Lucky he's in
instruments.
his own studio. This is why he's in his own studio.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What else is
I
going
got
on,
him
Terry?
started on the whole Xanadu thing. We kind of touched.
I knew it was a song, Terry. I didn't have to be reminded, but I knew it was a song, but I didn't know it was a movie.
How do we not have that in our system?
Oh, he's been looking
Spelling it
for
with a Z?
No,
Because it's
X.
not.
Okay,
It's-
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once Steven starts with Xanadu, it's best to let him just finish. Once he starts, he's unstoppable.
What else is going on, Terrence?
I want to talk to you about Maury Povich. We kind of touched on it a little
Oh,
bit.
geez, and so did he.
Yes. We at least brought him up.
He's being sued for sexual harassment
Yes.
after all these years.
And he's been.
He's still married to Connie.
He is.
Oh, yeah.
But there's an alleged affair.
He's still Mr. Chung. And
Well, right
he
now.
Wang Chung tonight. Oh, baby.
The lawsuit that has been filed is a $100 million lawsuit
No, wrong one, Pasty.
against him and some other employees.
We actually
from
do have
another,
Xanadu.
Okay.
of his
You
talk
feel better
show.
now? You were spelling it with a Z, weren't you?
No, I was
You
scrolling. I
are
was
just
in the wrong
not.
spot.
You're just not a bright guy. You were spelling it with a Z. Admit it. Let's move on. Huh?
Have to believe we are mad.
No, I don't.
Nothing can stand in our way.
Oh, that's good to know.
See, nothing in my pocket.
Believe we are
Oh, this works for David Copperfield.
Yeah,
Wow.
it did.
Oh, that's why I
Yeah.
brought it up?
Yes.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yes.
And this all your heart.
Mm-hmm. All right. There it
Anyway, so he did appear, I think yesterday, with Connie by his side.
is.
And
Really?
they
You made a
spoke-
statement?
Yes, and
Now, what's
basically-
happening? Maury Povich, who's got the Maury Povich Show,
Yes.
which the only person I know that watches that show in the entire world is sitting over here to my right.
Yes.
That would be Hot Fudge Scott. He watches it every day.
Yes.
Every day. He
Yeah.
watches the Maury Povich Show.
Those white trash roots are hard to shake.
Well, I mean, when you have a woman on there who's on there for the 10th time trying to find her baby's daddy.
Right.
I mean,
Actually had cheating spouses on, shockingly
yeah,
enough.
yesterday they
Yeah,
did.
cheating spouses.
And then that's when all this,
I
the,
like
the
when-
alleged affair and the
When
lawsuit.
Maury has people with phobias on the show, and then he puts the phobia right in their face.
Oh, you're not afraid of this snake, are you? Oh,
Really? Why are you afraid of this? Where are
Yeah.
you running to? She's running all over the set.
you mean this snake right here?
Right. He's taking out one too many snakes, apparently, Terry.
Yeah.
So what happened? Who's accusing him of sexual harassment? Is it somebody who works?
Yeah,
Someone
one
on
of
his staff?
one of his staff
One of
employees.
his staff
who-
members.
who
Probably
claims
someone
that.
Connie had over for a little holiday party at the big mansion there, right?
I
Because
know.
Connie Chung's doing so well lately.
Yeah, she is.
Have to believe
Oh, God.
we are mad.
And no, we don't.
Nothing can stand in our way.
Oh, that's good to know. Yes. You know this one, Winnie the Pooh? You rock out to this every night or what?
Absolutely not.
Let your
Olivia Elton John's awesome.
Let me
huh?
tell you.
Who was it?
She's more manly than Elton John, I'll tell you that.
She survived breast cancer.
Never heard this one?
No.
destiny.
Oh, man. So bad.
Sing the next line for $100. Ah! That's it! Got nothing? Can't give me one line.
Jeez.
I couldn't even tell you the year it was made or who sang it or.
See, you were raised by your dad, right?
Yes.
You weren't raised in a home with the mom there. See, I was raised with my mom listening. This is not even my music, Terry. This is my mom's music.
No, I understand.
And when you have your mom around, I would think, and she listens to all her cheesy mom music. That's why I know Air Supply, Terry. That's
Right.
why I know the Carpenters, and that's why I know Olivia Newton-John.
Whatever
Right.
you are.
But the fact that you still listen to it today, I mean, it's mom
It's on
music.
your iPod.
Yeah, my dad definitely not playing this.
I'll give you my iPod, Terry. My iPod has now over 1,500 songs. If you can find this on my iPod, I will give you...
This may not be on there, but Air Supply's on there.
Oh.
There's no Air Supply on my iPod.
Come on.
I'll let you search through my iPod. If you can find one Air Supply
Michael
song...
Bolton's on there somewhere.
I hate Michael Bolton. He's the one who
Oh,
likes
that's
my
not
I like
Scott,
Michael Bolton. I'm
sorry.
big. For
That-
my
you're
money,
right,
it doesn't
you're
get
right.
any better when he
Yeah,
sings When a Man
iPod,
Loves a
yeah.
Woman.
Now, there may be a Barry Manilow song on
Oh,
there.
yeah, that's a given.
So is this Air Supply or what?
No, it's a woman.
I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
Well, you wouldn't.
Bring all your true
Her best of.
Do you
CD
know
is
who
one of the
Olivia
best.
Newton-John is? Have you ever heard the name?
I've heard the name before.
Heard of the
That's it,
movie
huh?
Grease before?
Oh, jeez.
Heard of it, yes.
You've never seen it? No.
How can you not see Grease?
See, he grew up, it was
Easily.
his dad and him.
What kind of music, I mean, do
His
you
dad
know?
likes the same music he likes.
But an older generation, but
His
I mean,
dad
like,
is dying to see Chameleon at the car show.
No.
no,
But you can't help but stop on Grease when it's on TV. It's on all the time.
I can easily
It's on
pass out.
every
yourself.
weekend. You can stop, but you can pass over
never seen
Grease.
it.
You
I've
can't.
never?
Never seen Grease in your life?
Not
I've seen parts
interesting
of it, but I've
looking.
never
Too busy
sat
watching
down.
the Maury Povich show.
Yeah, that's never. Oh, a musical about the 50s never really sounded enticing to me.
Yeah, but it was in 1980, basically.
Right, but it was about the 50s. I'm like,
I understand.
maybe my dad would probably like this.
No.
I'm not
It's,
feeling it.
it just happens to be a classic.
Oh, it does.
I mean, I know Maury Povich is too, but
I've seen the Broadway show.
oh well,
Wow, gee whiz.
it's much better than the Broadway show. Anyway,
Anyway, as far as Maury
But it's not
is
shocking why he hasn't
you know what?
seen
We
Grease.
can pass.
No,
Oh, okay.
it's not at all.
concerned.
Not surprising he hasn't seen
No.
Grease. I mean, it's.
But,
Well,
but he would like, there would be other types. He would like some different type of music if he grew up with a woman raising
Probably
him.
so.
That's a big
so.
factor here.
Yeah.
Very true.
You can't help but be influenced by the music that the woman raises you, that she's into.
Right. No
All right.
doubt. No doubt. Yeah.
That's why there's a Barry Manilow song in my iPod somewhere.
Right, my mom like
Neil
all right,
Diamond,
maybe put it in
too.
there.
Neil Diamond was my dad.
Oh, but
Your
is it
mom
in
put
your
it in the
iPod?
iPod.
Is it in my iPod?
Yes.
I don't think there's any Neil Diamond in my iPod.
But you've seen Neil
Barry
Diamond.
Manilow and Neil Diamond, those like they transcend though. That's not like
It's the same guy. They've never been seen in the same room.
But you just say that because you like them. That's all.
I don't really like.
Can we
Neil
move
Diamond.
on?
You know what?
All of it transcends, really.
All right.
The song is just as fresh as it was 20 years ago.
Well, Neil Diamond has like 50,000 hits, and Olivia Newton-John has 4. So that's not really the same.
She has more than 4.
Olivia Newton-John has more than 4.
5.
If you don't stop it, we're going to have to get physical. Anyway,
You insist, big boy.
Video, by the way, I just saw it.
don't make me get animal.
Okay, I always wonder what that was. I already have my leg warmers on, so I'm ready.
By the way, they are coming back.
All right, so Maury Povich
Maury.
took out a schlong in front of what now?
No. Apparently, the accusations are with this whole sexual harassment cases.
You know who Maury Povich is there?
I do.
Is that this employee or this woman claims that she was exposed to pornography?
Pornography.
Pornography.
Well, you know, some people have
I
to be
can't talk.
Well, exposed
but-
to pornography. It's not nearly as bad as pornography.
I know.
Terry's like a cab driver in New York now.
You know, I mean, and things of that nature, and was forced into a situation that.
So she's not saying he forced himself on her. She's not
No,
saying that
no,
he
it's-
threatened her
no,
job.
no.
She's not saying that she was told just to take the tip or just to lick around the rim or something like that, and there was nothing like that.
It has to do with the whole content of the show, and because it's not
Well, that's-
just him. It's other.
It sounds to me that that's what she signed up for when she became an assistant of his.
Right.
He's got some story show lines that are sexual by nature, right?
Yes.
She claimed that he brought her in a room and made her watch porno, though. That was part of it, too.
Yeah.
It's part of the job.
Right.
I mean, I can't wait till Kendall gets back. Again, you sit down there and don't leave till this movie's over. So that's her claim, that she was told to stay in a room, was not allowed access to leave, and was forced to watch porn
With him, yeah.
with him. Just him and her. Wearing gorilla suits.
Oh, it was a Gorilla Monday.
Yeah, it was a Gorilla Monday on the Maury Povich show, so that works in perfectly fine, too.
Yeah.
That's the entire claim?
Well, not that. I
I'm
mean,
in the
there are
jury,
other
but-
things. Well,
Like what?
but I don't have all of them right here with me, but I mean,
that's-
those are just some of them.
That's the biggest
Yeah, one of the
standout.
biggest ones is that. Yes.
That's the biggest standout claim that she's making, that she was forced to sit in one of the production rooms with him with a locked door and watch porn. And she got the feeling that if she were to walk out, even though she felt uncomfortable, if she were to walk out, she would lose her job. And that's sexual harassment? Doesn't sound like much harassment to me.
Well, but
Who wouldn't enjoy a nice little flick?
Yeah, better than working.
Yeah, would you rather do hard labor, babe?
well, and as you guys say,
I'll give you some hard labor if you want.
I mean,
yeah,
Maury
the
could
hardest.
say that, you know, it's for his show because somebody is addicted to porn, and that's what his show's about.
Now, if he's showing porn and walking up behind her and massaging her shoulders while pressing his manhood up against the small of her back, that would be a claim that I would have to, in the jury box, take a little bit more seriously, Terry.
Yeah.
Because you can't mistake Maury's manhood when it's on your back, Terry, I'm sure.
I guess probably.
It's not like he's Pat O'Brien. I mean, come on.
Yes, here's some kid. I got you, Nick.
So, yeah.
I don't know, Terry. I'm not finding much of a case here.
Well, it's in litigation, and of course, that's what he and Connie were talking about. That it is because it's going through litigation. The attorneys don't want you to say anything, so we're not going to say much.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
She made the same allegations at another company, too. So
Oh, she did?
the whole locked in a room with porn routine.
She made the same exact
And
allegation?
that's why they're like not really worried about it.
Well, and that was with Oprah, so go figure.
Oh, God.
Okay, yeah, maybe my mom was a little cheesy. Anyway,
It was hit music, though.
it was hit music, yes. This is the hit
Number one
music.
for like 12 weeks.
Crazy.
This was number one for 12 weeks, meaning the entire planet was rocking out to this, Stephen.
10 weeks at least.
You don't even know. You just say
I'll look it up.
You
Well,
love
then-
it.
but you just stated it like you did know, though.
Well, I think it was 10 or 12 weeks.
Now you're not sure about either one.
It was 10 or 12 weeks.
You're sure about that?
I'm looking it up.
How would you like to live in a world, Winnie the Pooh, where this is the most popular song on the planet?
I'd go crazy.
10 weeks.
Easily.
You go crazy, he said.
Good, I know.
This was
This is the,
number, number one for 10 weeks.
10 weeks.
Vinny.
Woo! Vinny?
There isn't a song today that stays number one for 10 weeks.
I know.
Give me your most popular song that the world has seen in the past 3 years that has not been number one for 10 weeks.
What's
Not even
chart?
5 weeks.
10 weeks means they can't keep it on the record store shelves.
Top 40,
You know,
right?
Tower Records can't keep it in the joint because people are buying it that fast. That's what that means.
Usher Confessions.
Confessions wasn't number one for the album may have been number one for 10 weeks. We're talking about the single.
song,
One
the single.
song, number one for 10 weeks. There isn't a song out there that is number one 10 weeks in a row these
Not
days.
on a pop chart.
People are
that's for
so
sure.
people are
Mariah Carey's joint.
It wasn't 10 weeks.
It was up there.
It was up there. It
But
was
he's
number
saying
one.
10,
10 straight weeks. No song has that kind of popularity these days.
Well, what year did this come out?
77?
1981.
Was there? I mean, was
Felt
there a
like
lot of
70s.
competition back then? I mean, was there anything decent around
She
it?
was the only singer.
See, I mean,
Well,
There's a lot of competition.
Yeah,
Olivia,
in the
it's a good
80s?
point. We got to wait for Olivia to come out with a song because no one else can sing.
And she's from Australia.
Well, in the 80s, there's tons of music.
I mean, anything close to this though? I mean, like when Mariah Carey did her thing, there was a lot of other good things.
This is all they did back then. Sing like this. And this was clearly the best song, and it was so the best that everyone needed a copy, and they ran out and bought it 10 straight weeks to the point where it was number one, non-stop.
I guess when you're fighting Christopher Cross for the top spot, it's not really tough, huh?
Yeah, see?
That's sailing rocks.
It's going up all against all the greats back then.
Listen to the guitar
And
solo.
the
And she's-
greats
and
is-
she's dominating them.
Who are the greats in '81?
Kenny Rogers, Billy Joel, whoever they were, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. They were the greats. Elton
Michael,
John, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson
Michael Jackson.
single didn't go 10 weeks.
Off the wall, man.
Jackson 5.
Hall & Oates was right before him. Private
Oh,
Eyes
yeah.
was number one before this song.
Oh, no, it was awesome.
Maybe Vinny's right.
Then right after it was I Can't Go For That No Can Do by Hall & Oates.
Hall & Oates sandwiching Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
Okay. You know you want to get Animal.
Animal. I thought you guys were kidding when you guys were talking about that earlier.
Okay. So my question is again.
Oh my God.
I forgot what my question was. Anyway. All right.
Do we, any current day people with a single that's been on the top?
Well, that was my that was my statement. I forgot what my question was. Oh, do you want to live in a world where this is number one for 10 straight weeks? What
Absolutely not.
Steven does.
Wants
We
to
do
go
live in
back
that world.
So bad.
do you mean we live in that world?
In the
Because it
club
was number one
that
for 10 weeks.
In the Club was not a number one single for 10 straight weeks. I'm telling you, there hasn't been a
we
song.
need to look it up.
You don't have to look it up. I work here. I know. There isn't one song that the people are ready to make number one for 10 straight weeks.
Crazy in Love wasn't
There
like 10
ain't
weeks.
one hit that does that anymore. That hasn't done it for 5 years minimum.
Get Low.
Booty, 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 booty.
No, absolutely not.
Laugh at Taffy. That was awesome.
But Get Low and that.
No, not for 10. You know how long
Low
10
wasn't even
weeks
number
is?
one probably on the pop chart.
Oh, that's why I asked
Low,
before.
man.
I was like, what chart are we talking about?
Whatever your number one popular song
Billboard.
chart is.
Well, there's a rhythmic chart and there's.
Well,
There's too many charts.
Yeah,
these days, that's the
you're not
problem.
judged by that, though. You're judged by pop chart, right?
Yeah, you're judged by the pop chart.
Are we?
And rhythmic songs cross over a lot of times to the pop chart.
I mean, some of them.
All right, and Get Low crossed over to the pop chart.
Yeah,
it was
it
probably
did.
number one on the pop chart for a week. For a week.
No, don't.
And then people are like, all right, I heard it.
Good.
Okay.
Cube overplayed it. I'm done with it.
Right.
He's getting low. Great. Let's move on.
Yeah, if you get to Animal, let me know. Maybe I'll listen to that nonsense.
Yeah.
The T-Man.
A woman in California wants more than $1 million because she was spanked in front of her coworkers. It's part of a team building exercise, they say. She is suing her old company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got the story right here, Terry. If you want more details, I'll give you the details, baby.
I'd like to hear.
Fresno, California.
Fresno.
Fresno, California.
Fresno.
It was Fresno, California, Terry.
Yeah.
And the lawyers of this woman, who was spanked in front of her coworkers, is asking a jury for $1.2 million for the humiliation that she suffered. Janet Orlando, who's 53 years of age, Terry.
Yeah.
Working down at her job in Fresno, California.
Fresno.
She quit her job at a home security company called Alarm One Incorporated in Fresno.
Fresno.
And is suing for assault, battery, and infliction of emotional distress when employees, not just her, but fellow employees, including herself, were paddled with rival companies' yard signs as part of a contest that pitted sales teams against each other. And then the team that lost would have to bend over and be spanked with a yard sign of the competing company that competes with Alarm One. That'd be like locally if John L. Scott, you had to take it in the ass with a John L. Scott sign at the Windermere joint. When you lost a little activity at the Windermere offices.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand.
Oh, if they're spanking at Windermere, I'm going to go apply.
Side to side.
Oh, but it's better at Remax.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah. Remax are naughty.
300 people at this company. The spankings were part of a voluntary program, says the lawyers, defending the company that is Alarm One.
Really?
And they're not supposed to be humiliating when you volunteer to take part in these activities, knowing that you'll be spanked if you lose.
Right.
And they were given to both male and female workers. They're equal opportunity spankers.
Wow.
All right, you lost again, Janet. Bend over, take it in the ass.
Spank me on this cheek.
Mm-hmm.
Voluntarily, huh?
Oh, geez, I lost again. Good morning.
Oh, jeez. Hey, Carl, do you want a bigger sign to use?
Stop it.
Unbelievable.
Poor Carl.
Oh, yeah, he's so abused.
I'll tell you what.
Yes.
I will make this promise to you, Terry.
What's that?
If I ever lose in the ratings to Kate and Allie, they can spank me with their, like, billboard signs or their bus signs that they stick their mugs all over any day they want.
Okay.
Because that'll never happen.
We can spank you with Leonardo.
All right.
Has been a number of years.
Maybe the John L. Scott are losing their activities. They got to be spanked with Windermere signs, but I ain't losing.
All right.
And Janet Orlando is saying that even though she was spanked amongst coworkers and friends and her peers, Terry, that she was the one who felt humiliated and feels $1.2 million will cover the damages.
Oh, yeah, so much humiliation.
Yeah, I have enough humiliation that 1.1 is not enough.
Right.
That won't cover all the damage that has been done to me. 1.2, that'll get it done.
You can see that, though.
Jerry Box, Terry, you give her a penny, you give her $1, you give her $10, you give her $1 million. What do you give her?
I definitely don't give her 1.2.
Based on what you're hearing, do you give her anything?
I may give her a little, but definitely not what she's asking.
What's
Because
a
I
little?
understand her, feeling
That she had
humiliated.
she had to
And
go
even-
along with the...
Right. I mean, it's not like she can say, "Oh, I'm out on this because I'm not comfortable." I mean, and she probably didn't think. And who's to say it wasn't, spanked really hard? I mean, obviously, it was something that affected her. So
Whatever.
Assault and battery. She was spanked that hard that she was assault and batterized.
well, when you go home,
She was energized. She was ever ready. Come on.
well, when you go home, you got bruises on your behind. And your husband
Whatever.
says,
Sure
"Hey,
wasn't that hard.
Terry,
well, we don't know.
we taught you how to explain that off over
I
here.
know,
Yeah.
but Maybe you
fell.
need to do a seminar.
Yeah,
for
you just tell
everybody.
people you fell.
Luckily, she's not too happy. So there you go.
Wow.
No, I'm not. So,
Steve, you give her $1? You give her $1 million? What do you give her? Janet Orlando, 53, got spanked in the ass with a
Orlando.
yard sign.
I would say not too much, no. I mean, I think that if, they're tying her down and doing it with the yard sign, it's a different story.
They're not tying her down. She's told that she and her fellow teammates lost the exercise. Now bend over and take it in the ass
But they
with the
probably
yard
knew
sign.
going into it that if they lost, that was going to be the
and
result.
that's what it was.
Turning the yard sign around to give you the stick.
Wow.
Well, that's a little
And I'm
different.
going vertical.
Whoa. Now that's worth one.
But I'll be kind enough to KY you up here, baby.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if they use that, then less money
Yeah,
for
if
sure.
they show some video where the sign's coming out of her mouth, then maybe I'll feel that she was physically abused there, Jay. But she
goodness.
volunteered for the exercise. It's a little staff exercise. It's a little fun moment when you lose and you get spanked and everyone gets a little chuckle. You know what? Chill out, Janet Orlando. Or else just say, all right, that's not for me, and quit and move on with your life. $1.2 million.
Yeah.
Well, she can move on with her life with that, I bet.
She ain't getting that. What are you giving her? Based on what you heard. Let's say this is all the facts that they give you in the court case. You've heard enough now to make your ruling, Stephen. You're the jury. What do you give her?
$183,000.
It's more than I think she deserves. And Stephen, our conservative Republican here, whose people are more apt to be those that try to put a little stop to all these frivolous lawsuits. I'm surprised he's giving $183,000 to this lady.
Settle out of court.
That's how we
Just
do
to
it.
shut her up.
Too late to shut her up. She's ruined the good name of Alarm One.
Yeah.
They like to spank people.
Spanky, spank, spank.
$183,000 Stephen's giving her.
Just to shut her up, yeah.
No, I didn't ask you what'd you give her to shut her up. I said you're in the jury box, and you said $183,000. Don't back out on it now.
I'm sticking with it.
Just because you have to hand on your Republican card now.
Any hospital bills or anything like that, or does
She
she?
didn't go to the hospital. She
serious.
got
Well,
spanked with a little yard
It's
sign.
humiliation. It's not, pain.
Well, so she went to a psychologist to deal with her humiliation.
I'm
and
sure she did to make her claim
All right.
seem actually
So,
realistic. But
I'll
she
pay
didn't-
for your
she
little
didn't-
doctor visits and maybe a little bit for pain and suffering.
She didn't have any pain. She's suing for it says here, infliction of emotional distress.
Okay, so
she
you
was
went to
distressed emotionally because she was 53 and had to bend over.
That'd be like a student.
Now, the fact
in
that
our office.
she's 53 and had to bend over, that can be seen as a tad
Well,
humiliating.
what was she wearing when she bent over?
All right, let's all close our eyes and try to picture who in this office would be close to 53. And then picture her in a bent-over type posture. Oh, yeah, keep doing that. Okay, are you guys done?
Wow.
Who did you picture?
Yeah.
My mom's like 57. I mean, that's like close to my mom's age. Like, bend over, Mom. You're getting it.
Is there anyone in this office that's close to 53 that you could think of without naming any names? Terry, draw me a picture.
Little stick figure.
Oh, that one.
Nailed it. 53. Yeah, we
53,
usually,
yeah,
I
that's
think
gotta
so,
be.
yeah.
We're kind of like Menudo. We blow you out if you're like 40-something
right.
in the radio business.
Oh, geez.
There's definitely people over 40 here.
All right.
53.
Yeah.
53. 53 and working in Fresno.
There's some that are
Fresno.
close.
Yeah. Close.
All right.
Wow.
Well, there it
Those
is.
women that think they're younger.
There you have it.
That's interesting.
Will she get her $1.2 million?
No.
Stay tuned to this here radio station. We'll give you full coverage. Like she got full coverage.
Right.
Would you get spanked at your job for $1.2 million in front of everybody?
Anyone would. Don't even ask the
Of course.
Just for
question.
spank?
Show me any 40, 50, 60, 70, 90-year-old woman. She'll bend over and take in the ass with a yard sign for $1.2 million in a heartbeat.
Every woman in this office. would do it.
Every woman in this office, every
You
woman
have
in
a line out there.
every woman in every office, in every city, in every state, in this country, on this planet, is lining up. She'll wait on a line around the block and then some to take a little paddling in the ass with a yard sign and then collect her $1.2 million.
Yeah.
So don't ask ridiculous questions when you know the answers. Show me one woman who says, nope, not going to do it. I have my pride, and I'm not going to bend over and get spanked with a yard sign for $1.2 million. I'll make it myself.
Howie Mandel should put that on the show next time.
Deal or no deal?
That would be a good
Yard
game show.
sign?
Deal. You don't even need to get a call from that stupid, ridiculous person that you claim is
The
up
banker,
there.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
the bank.
banker. The banker.
Lady screwed up last night.
Stephen, you watch every night, don't you?
Well, not every night, because
You
it's not on every
really
night.
like it, huh?
It's very entertaining.
Baby's crying, needs to be changed. Do I gotta wait? Deal or no deal? Come on!
Luckily, you can hit pause.
That's right. You're a big baller now with the TV.
Oh, yeah.
Baller.
Big time.
Chivos, every room.
Lays down on his satin sheets, looks out his window, sees his Mercedes, Terry, Stephen
All
Kilmer.
bright and shiny.
I don't leave
out
the Mercedes
there.
outside. Are you kidding?
Oh,
It's in
that's right.
One of the
It's-
garages.
Stephen Kilbert
One
didn't-
of the garages.
And he didn't even have to take a paddling in the ass with a yard sign for his money. I mean, not physically, not literally.
Have you put your tennis court in yet?
Not yet. We're working on it.
Are
though.
ya?
What else is going on in the world, Terry? What else is happening, please?
Kevin Costner apparently was accused recently of performing an indecent act as he received a massage at a Scottish hotel while
Really?
he and his wife were in where was it?
Scotland?
Scotland, yeah. Well, I mean, it's out of London, in Fife, Scotland, actually. It's called
I like the
Old
Scottish
Forest
hotels in
Hotel.
Kent, Stephen.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Yes.
It's
No
called-
guilt, no service.
Back in 2004, it was filed against by a 34-year-old woman.
Man, what the hell's going on out there these days? Is there any possibility that Kevin Costner is so out of his mind that he thinks he can take out his Johnson during a massage, Terry?
I'm going to say yes.
Really? He
agree.
thinks he's doing the massage lady a favor by taking it? Is that why he does it? Because he thinks that the whole world's in love with him to such a degree that if he takes out his schlong while getting massaged, he's doing the massage lady such a big-time service, and what a great thrill it is for her. That's what he's thinking?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's old enough to where he still thinks he's cool.
Right, I agree.
Look, Waterworld sucked, and I hate baseball.
Oh, geez.
Get away from me,
Wow.
old guy.
Unbelievable.
But apparently, she did report it to the hotel, who didn't take the allegations, seriously.
Right.
So apparently, she then got fired, and that's when she filed a claim.
And what
It
does
settled
Kevin-
out of court, by the way.
So this has been settled then?
It has been settled.
Kevin
but it's
Costner
now
get-
just coming out that this
now,
happened.
It's now coming out that this happened. Kevin Costner gave her shut-up money. She shut up for 2 years. She went through the money, and now she's talking.
Yeah.
Got to give her some more shut-up money. Mm-hmm. So the shut-up money, Terry, or the settling out of court money, if you will, that is giving you the impression, it looks like over there, that this happened.
It wouldn't surprise me at all.
He's probably had success with it in the past. Most women probably don't care. Kevin Costner, man.
Yeah.
Tell you tug.
But then what celebrity could get a massage? You have to videotape all these celebrities getting massages now? Because
Well, I don't-
any masseuse out there can say, well, I took out a schlong, give me my money.
Yeah, but I don't think just any, celebrity is going to do that.
That's not the
That's
point.
yeah.
The point is,
You can
what
just say it.
you can all you got to do is claim it. And then how can you prove as the celebrity that you didn't do it?
I don't have a schlong. Could have been me.
My wife got that all 3 years ago. So there, now what?
G-Man, you can't even go to Gene Juarez anymore, huh?
I meant to say you took out an ass cheek. So who can go to G. Juarez? Who can go to how could let's say Leonardo DiCaprio get a massage at a professional place without having to worry because they don't have cameras in there.
Right.
Last I checked.
Well, he's gay, so.
So he
That's
doesn't
more
get
reason for
thrilled.
him to hide it.
Yeah. Even more reason. Huh? Sure. Now, Kevin Costner probably did it. But
Just in case.
I'm just thinking about how a celebrity can get a massage.
Scary.
How much?
Poor celebrities.
Yeah, sorry for him.
Those poor damn celebrities. What a tough
Tough
life.
life, yeah.
Yes. How much did he give her? Does it say?
Does not say. It says here the terms are confidential and undisclosed.
All right. That's why I have my little ass cam in.
Your ass cam in all the time.
It's not uncomfortable.
A tad bit, but well worth it when you're getting massage to cover your ass, literally.
Goodness.
Okay.
But wouldn't you think that if he wasn't guilty, he wouldn't have needed to pay her?
Maybe he just didn't want the story to.
money?
Maybe he
you
just
just
didn't
gotta-
want her to hit the press.
Keep him quiet.
He was in a big deal for Waterworld 2.
Right.
He didn't want to rock the boat, so he
time it's-
gave her $100 grand to shut her ass.
Waterworld 2, this time we find land.
True or not true? Maybe he just didn't feel like seeing it in the Inquirer. So he gave her a little shut-up money.
And she's like, my mouth is opening. I need some more shut up money.
Here you go.
Okay, a little better, a little better.
Right, here. Take it. Shut up! Okay.
That's when you just take him out.
Wow.
That's how Stephen would handle it.
Straight up murder.
See? Now we know a little bit more about Stephen Kilbreth.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, when his guard is down, Stephen lets a little bit of his true side come out.
Well, it seems like Shut Up Money never works because they always talk.
So,
they always write a book.
Then
They
you
always
gotta
do something.
Then you got to do what you got to do, Stephen.
That's right.
So if you're the little cute subway girl at Redmond Ridge that Stephen flirts with, watch your back,
You're in
bitch.
trouble.
He's going to be strangling you and you're not looking. That's all right.
Yes, T-Man.
Sound of Kevin Costner walking into a Scottish massage parlor. Now, 24 hours from now, Terry, it's going to be an interesting little situation going on in here.
True.
There are going to be women and an occasional gentleman lined up trying to get themselves a spot as a professional car model for the Global Import and Domestic Car Show, Terry. We have slots available. Mm-hmm. We have slots available. And 24 hours from now, one of those people that are going to help us judge, one of the judges tomorrow morning to make sure that the right people are picked to be car models for the day is going to be the rowdy one, Terry. Rowdy Roddy Piper is going to be playing a version of Piper Knows Chest. Which will triple the ratings of Hogan Knows Best, Terry. Piper Knows Chest here tomorrow morning in the studio. Now, I know you're a huge fan of Rowdy Roddy Piper like I was back in the day when I was like 13, 14 years old. Mid-'80s, Terry, it was. 1985, really, when Rowdy Roddy Piper was at his height. He's back in the WWE now. And promoting the ticket sales going online for the first event at the Tacoma Dome, at least as far as Monday Night Raw is concerned, in over 5 years.
Yes.
So I know that you'll remember this moment when Rowdy Roddy Piper interviewed Andre the Giant like it was yesterday, Terry, won't you now?
I probably will.
Maybe you can go word for word.
Oh, sure.
The biggest man in the world ever. It's a pleasure to have you. Where are you from, Andre? I'm sorry, do you speak English? Where, Andre, where do you come from?
None of your business.
The great interviews of back in the day, Terry.
If the questions are too hard for you, I will try to bring them down a little so you can understand. I understand big body, little tiny weeny brain. I can understand that. That's very simple. Let's get right down to facts. Is it not true that John Studd slammed you?
Never.
At 520 pounds, if I'd given 5 minutes, I could slam you myself. I don't care. You're saying John Studd could at 520.
You know when you hear the microphone get tossed to the ground and someone's getting roughed up, Terry?
Oh, they are.
And I don't think it's Andre.
Come on! Hey, you ain't nothing! You ain't nothing! I'll tell you one thing right now. You want to fight Andre? You're going to find out one thing. You do not throw rocks at a man who's got a machine gun.
Wow.
Now, that's a good philosophy to live by, Terry.
I would say so.
You don't throw rocks at a man who's got a machine gun.
No.
But it's also a good policy not to take on men who are 7'7" and 560 pounds.
True.
Good solid policy.
And call him nothing.
Right.
But that's the man who's going to be here tomorrow morning playing Piper Knows Chest, Terry.
Gosh.
You remember that like it was yesterday, right,
Oh,
Terry?
absolutely. Is he going to be like loud and obnoxious like that?
Terry, well, it's 20 years past that time, so I don't know.
But he's back,
Yes,
right?
he's back. He's better than ever.
Kilt on, screaming like a madman?
Well, I don't know if he still has the machine gun, Terry, but we'll have to find out. I'm sure you'll be the first to know.
Oh, I can't wait. I want to see the machine
He was in
gun.
the main event of WrestleMania 1, right? I mean, he was like big time.
He was the one who launched it all, baby.
Jeez.
And he'll be in the studio. Terry, you know my situation. I turn down every guest that is offered to us, from Tom Cruise to Will Smith, anyone you can name. They've all been thrown at us. I've always said no, decline across the board. But Rowdy Roddy Piper for a version of Piper Knows Chest. Sign it up!
Ow!
And then, of course, after the program is over, he'll be making the walk over to the restaurant that I'm an owner of, Terry, Sport Restaurant, and he's going to be making himself available to anyone that wants to come down, shake his hand, look under his kilt, and have a hot wing or two, maybe a frosty beverage.
Wow. Beverage, too?
And someone who shows up at this lunch event that we're all excited about
That's right.
is going to win ringside seats for Raw at the Tacoma Dome, Terry. Ringside. How often do you get to how often do you get to seat yourself ringside, Terry? How often?
Not often.
All right, I know a couple times in your life you're a ringside lady, but it's not every day.
Right.
Yes, someone out there who may have never sat ringside in their life is going to be sitting ringside for a show that is going to be broadcasted across the world.
Woo!
Being Gene Okerlund.
That's right.
With all the sweat and the spit and the blood.
Wow, it sounds like you're all ready for it.
Gosh.
Terry. Yes.
You always bring up the sweat, Terry. I think you really want someone to sweat on you.
Loves the sweat and the spit.
Well, because it happened.
Hey, you ain't nothing! You ain't nothing! I'll tell you one thing right now! You want to fight Andre? You're going to find out one thing! You do not throw rocks at a man who's got a machine gun!
Jeez. Still scared of him.
How can you not be, Terry?
Oh, I know.
But for right now...
Yes.
So do I get to, like, riddle him with questions after the show's over?
You
Torture
will,
the poor
anyway.
guy?
You will.
You have a lot of questions for the guy?
Sure, I could talk to him for hours.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that one time?
When you hit Jimmy Snuka over the head with a coconut?
That was...
Was that a real coconut, or was that a stage prop? All
Definitely asking that.
right, you asked that one.
That was awesome.
I've always wanted to know. Yeah! So what did the D in Dr. D, David Schultz, stand for?
Yeah, good one. Good one.
Oh, dumbass. That's what I thought. Yeah, right. I tell you right now, we have 4 free passes to the Global Import and Domestic Car Show. Free passes to give away. Terry, people are fired up like I've never seen them before for the car show.
Yeah.
When you factor in all the models that have been hired from agencies across the state and even going down the coast that are going to be at this event, when you talk about all the top, high class and very interesting model cars that are going to be at this show that have never been seen before in any car show in the past. And when you factor in, just on top of that, the little area that is set aside for the T-Man Wagon O conception.
Can't wait for that.
This obviously reeks of a car show. Oh, geez, don't take that word literally. That has never been put together before. And we may even have the bagpipe people show up.
Yeah, it's amazing, like, when Piper was going to come out of the locker room, they always had the music queued up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do they know he was coming?
And how they, just the same way they knew to break that window when Stone Cold came out.
Right, every time.
Yeah. A lot of broken glass. So who wants 4 tickets to the car show right now? Let us find out.
If Piper let you come out of the locker room with him during Raw, would you do it?
OJ's. Jeff.
Yes,
You want 4 tickets to the car show?
I sure do.
All right.
Wow. Good job, Jeff. That was awesome.
You didn't screw it up.
Where are you from, Jeff?
I'm from originally from California, but I moved up here after getting out of the military.
Welcome.
Yeah.
What force are you? Where are you in?
I'm sorry?
How do you phrase it, Terry?
Force.
Which force were you in?
I was in the Army.
So I did phrase it right. All right, good. The Army. Okay, well done, sir. Hang on the line. 4 passes coming your way.
Thank you.
It's good to see you be all you can be for once.
Yes. And don't forget.
You do not throw rocks at a man who's got a machine gun!
The fortunes of the Supersonics may be heading south, and that's not just because they lost 47 games this season. Renton may be the team's new home, and many people here would be thrilled to have an NBA franchise in their backyard.
Yeah, I don't see the people in Renton going, nah, we don't need them. We're doing fine.
Right.
Yeah, we're good. We got Sam's Club. Call it a day.
Check out the water slide.
Yep. We just got to park PJ Pockets. We're good.
And many people here would be thrilled to have an NBA franchise in their backyard.
I was thinking of Fridays. I don't know.
Well, it would bring more businesses to the area, and it's growing rapidly, so it would be a good idea.
I don't need them to interview a homeless person and get their thoughts, Terry.
I know.
Okay?
Yes, I understand.
It's very, very good news reporting nonetheless.
Oh, absolutely.
But I don't need to hear the comments of the first person they find sleeping on the street in Renton to get their thoughts on whether they want the Supersonics or not, okay?
Ma'am, I love your men's shoes. Those look nice.
Well, it would bring more businesses to the area, and it's growing rapidly, so it would be a good idea. It would be just a good thing for Renton. Renton needs a boost.
Renton needs a boost. Is that the understatement of the century?
Yeah. No joke.
Renton needs a boost.
Well, where they're going to put it, too, is cool. They've got all those plans down
Where
there for
is
the...
it?
By the Boeing area, I
It's
guess.
right on the lake, yeah.
Really?
Right off 405 or something like that.
It's right on the lake.
Like
Right
405
on.
isn't already screwed up with traffic.
Oh,
That's
geez.
going to make it worse.
Mm-hmm. Someone's going to steal the new stadium within 2 days.
Okay, piece by piece.
If they put it in Renton. No, just in one piece, Terry.
Yep. Back up the truck, John. Go, go.
Make a dash.
Yeah.
That's why you don't put a new stadium in Renton.
No, that'll be gone.
Ooh, it's all shiny. It'll be ours.
Be at a pawn shop down
You got enough room in your basement?
City
skate
leaders
park.
have proposed this 68-acre site called The Landing
Nice.
right by the Park
The
Avenue.
Landing? That'll be the area where the Sonics' new stadium is going to be? The Landing in Renton?
City leaders have proposed this 68-acre site called The Landing right by the Park Avenue exit off 405
Right.
as the site
Oh,
for
yeah,
a
Park Avenue. Don't get...
Yeah, don't get confused, kids.
Oh, we'll put it by Park Avenue.
That sounds nice.
Mm-hmm.
City leaders have proposed this 68-acre site called The Landing right by the Park Avenue exit off 405
Yes.
as the site for a new arena.
That's sweet.
Right now, it's slated for new housing, shopping, and theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, the city's contributing $24 million to improve roads and utilities
Well, there
here.
you go.
But Bellevue investors are talking about $400 million for a new arena.
Oh, dear.
Can
Well,
the city
la-di-da.
of 50,000 people compete?
I can't imagine Renton being able to come up with that kind of money to pay for a new arena down here.
Yeah, the word is Renton. The city of Renton wanted to buy a Danish the other day and came up short.
Oh, damn it.
Dang.
So hungry.
They were
Renton.
15 cents short.
Oh, tough break.
So them trying to buy the Sonics a new facility just doesn't seem that feasible.
They said there's 50,000 people in Renton, that's it?
Really?
I thought there was more.
I did too.
Would be
thought so.
really cool. Would be extra cool, Terry. If you're looking for extra coolness.
Always.
Because if the Sonics move to Renton, they're probably still going to be called the Seattle Supersonics.
Let's hope.
Would really stick it to people all over the state if it moved to Renton, the team moved to Renton, they decided, well, because Renton outbid everyone and because Renton got it done, let's call them the Renton Sonics.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great?
Be nice. Go get a rub and a tug and go to the game.
I'd root for the
What a
Renton
fun night.
Sonics, yes.
The land of KFC and Chinese buffets, I'm in.
Talk about all that pre-funking. A rub and a tug, a couple of hot wings, and you're good.
Can this city of 50,000 people compete?
50,000.
I can't imagine Renton being able to come up with that kind of money to pay for a new arena down here.
At City Hall here in Renton, there's a real buzz over the possibility of bringing the Sonics here, but the city's economic development administrator says he's fully aware the Sonics would like to stay in Seattle.
I don't think anyone's seriously thinking they'd be called the Renton Sonics.
Alex Peach says if talks between Seattle or Bellevue and the Sonics falter, Renton is a good option.
I didn't even know if they would be even suggesting that. I was just joking about the Renton Sonics. This guy's almost serious about it.
I know.
I mean, the Detroit Pistons play in Auburn Hills. They don't call them the Auburn Hills Pistons.
Right.
There are a lot of teams that don't play exactly in the city that they're identified by.
East Rutherford, New Jersey.
I hope the city council in Renton doesn't think they're going to be called the Renton Sonics.
Yeah, we don't even want to call Renton Renton. We're trying to get rid of that name altogether.
Right?
No, I live in the Highlands.
More accurately, I can't pay my renting.
Yeah.
No
I'm
kidding.
thinking it's probably 50,000 taxpayers, maybe. Is
Yeah.
Right?
There's more than 50,000 people in Renton.
Okay.
And they're all at Walmart.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's going to be interesting to find out. I hope that the owners of the Sonics are not just toying with Renton to try to manipulate the Seattle City Council to pay.
Where they feel threatened. Oh, go to Renton. Ooh.
That's a major
Is that-
threat,
is
Terry.
that it?
It's got to be taken seriously.
Right.
Well, that would be a definite impact if the Sonics moved to Renton out of the city of Seattle.
Mm-hmm. But Terry's wondering if the Seattle City Council's knees are really buckling in fear that they're actually legitimately going to move to Renton, and if that's their best threat.
Wouldn't you rather have them in Renton than Oklahoma City or
They're
Las
not about
Vegas?
to cave
or...
in. Well, yes, if given the choice
No
between
doubt.
Oklahoma City and Renton, but
Yeah.
my point is sometimes you get other people involved in bargaining to strengthen your hand with the true suitor that you're looking to woo over here, and if they're trying to just toy with Renton, teasing them by thinking you can get the team when really they can't, and they really are just trying to force the hand of Seattle's
Right.
council people, well, that would be wrong in the way you're dealing with the people in the city of Renton.
Well, that's great. Renton's bringing it up, though. I mean, their idea.
And
Kind of
Mayor,
like trying to make your ex-girlfriend jealous by dating a fat girl.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mayor Nichols is
Steven's
sitting
not
back in
getting
his,
it.
It's not working.
in
I
his
think
chair going, yeah,
Steven,
go
I think I
ahead.
do get it.
See,
The
when-
city of Renton brought it up. It wasn't the Sonics deal. going down there to say, hey, build us an arena.
Hey, Renton, we got a team.
I understand, but the people who are running the Sonics, the ownership is giving Renton the feeling as if they have a shot. And maybe they really don't have a shot, and the owners know that.
Well, I hope they do. I mean, the city's being stupid.
Wow, you could be the PA announcer for the Renton Sonics, Stephen.
Probably not. They wouldn't hire me. Are you kidding?
Oh, jeez.
They're going to hire my mom, who lives right down there.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to bulldoze our house when they build a new stadium.
Yeah, they should anyway.
Oh, jeez.
They could use a nice little facelift.
But the land they're doing it on, I mean, they're totally revitalizing the city with all the plans even before they put in an arena.
All right.
What they were going to do, so.
Well, then big things for Renton on the way. Either way, then, according to Stevens.
Right by Fry's is where it's going to be.
That's what I was going to ask.
Between there and the lake.
Yeah.
Wow. You can get the lowest price TV in the world and then turn it on and watch the Sonics right next door.
Yeah, my mom's building a beer garden right now. Rally at Brenda's.
Opening up her grass for the parking lot.
Right. Talk about Rally in the Alley never had more of a true ring to it.
Oh, my gosh.
Rally in the Alley, don't take your hand off your wallet.
Exactly.
I'm in.
I hope they move to a different city in the area.
You don't want Seattle to get them back?
No. Mm-mm.
Why? What's wrong with you? I mean, not that I don't mind. Not that I'll mind if they move to Renton. That's close enough. There'll still be Seattle's team. There'll still be Western Washington's team.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like the city is toying with them just because they had a losing season, and they're all for giving the Seahawks or the Mariners anything they want.
So you believe that the owners of the Seattle SuperSonics are not getting a fair shake from the...
Doesn't seem like it. I mean, they're offering money to pay, and the other teams didn't do that.
Well,
they're offering cost
they're not
overruns.
offering much money.
The Seahawks and the Mariners actually shared a venue that was 30 years old, whereas the Sonics had theirs upgraded 10 years ago. That's
just 10 years ago. They got their own new stadium.
Well, but they didn't do the city did not do what the Sonics were suggesting they should do to the arena in the first place.
I don't know. The arena looks pretty nice to me. I don't know why. I guess
it does seem nice. I'll give you that.
They have luxury boxes. I guess they don't have enough luxury boxes to make a profit.
They're not luxury enough.
Luxurious.
In 95, they were luxurious.
Yeah.
In 2006, they're crap holes.
But you need to have the boxes that are like on the 6th row, you know? Now you see that in some arenas now where they're
I don't know.
Closer to the floor.
Is that right? A luxury box right on the floor?
Jeez.
Well, some of them are, actually.
All right.
Really?
Closer to the floor. There's like 10 rows, and then there's...
I know at Seahawks Stadium you have that. I didn't know they have that at some arenas, but if you say so. You're on top of what's going on in the NBA.
Got to eventually put a winner out there. Why don't you ask the people at Safeco Field about that?
I want a luxury box right at center court.
That'd be great.
Dribble around me.
People sitting behind your box.
That's right. When they go to do the opening tip-off, they're right in my box.
Oh, boy.
And then they have to,
come on in, Yao.
Then they got to open the door and leave and play ball.
There you go.
That would be pretty
Play around my box. Oh, jeez.
That's what a lot of women are saying.
Bet you've had that a couple of times, there.
Oh, no. Right inside.
Open the box.
Oh, You don't like them toying around your box?
Mm-mm.
Don't tease you?
Don't tease me.
I got it.
I'll bring your daughter to work.
That's lovely. What else is going on, Terrence? What else is happening?
Oh, I got a crazy story out of Missouri about a 64-year-old woman who was driving and went into cardiac arrest.
Crazy story.
Yeah, it is, because her car swerved over across 3 lanes in heavy rush hour traffic without getting hit, and then crashed into a guardrail. Well, here's something crazy. This is the crazy part. 2 registered nurses and a defibrillator salesman.
2 nuns and a rabbi.
Were driving by, saw this happen,
Just
and they
coincidentally.
saved her life. Yes.
Wow, that would give you the impression it's not your time.
I guess
when just
so.
by coincidence, the car behind you is 2 defibrillator salesmen
No, 2 registered
and a rabbi.
nurses
Uh-huh.
and a defibrillator.
And they saved her life.
Yes, they did.
That's a happy story.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. Not as happy as the Sox moving to Renton, but happy enough too.
Yeah. The nurses, of course, resuscitated her while the salesman...
So how long do we have to wait, Stephen, to find out what's going to be the fate of the Sonics, whether they go to Renton, whether they stay in Seattle, whether they go to Oklahoma City, whether the wind comes sweeping down the plain? When do we know?
Well, it seems like that...
what's the timeline?
Old Wally gave him a month to come up with an answer, so of what the state or the city's going to
Bellevue's
do.
still in the hat, right?
And they're going to put it where the old Safeway is in Bellevue, I think.
Bellevue?
Right next to the grill, the Mongolian grill.
They're going to probably have to knock down the grill. Where are you going to get your diarrhea now?
Oh, boy.
There's plenty of places for diarrhea.
Especially in Renton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 1-866-663-T-MAN is the number to call. Anything that may be on your mind. It is a Thractious Thursday, is it not?
It is.
Yes.
Thractious.
Okay, that means we are coming real close to another weekend here in the big city, which obviously leaves the door open to all kinds of relationship issues you may be having, some dating concerns that may be on the docket for the coming weekend. Anything that's on your mind, as far as I'm concerned, is a wide open situation. That's what it is right here for phone calls, Terry.
All right.
Anything that's needing to be discussed is fair game with me. 1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. Maybe you have a city you'd like to offer for the Sonics. The Yelm Sonics?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Bonnie Lake.
We'll put it right there next to the swamp. 1-866-663-T-Man.
What about the east side of the state?
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys be happy about that?
Yeah, that's not going to
That'd be a little different, yeah.
That's a whole different state.
Yeah.
Oh,
You think luxury boxes aren't selling here? Yeah, come on, my friend.
The Puyallup Sonics. Plenty of parking right there on the lawn. 1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. And where should we start? Let's start with Monique. Monique is calling. Yes, Monique.
Hi, I was just wondering, like, I am married to my husband, and we've been married
that's always a good thing. It's always a bonus to be married to your husband, Jerry.
Good
I was
thing
dating my
it's
husband
your
for a while,
husband.
I'm married,
Yes.
and lately I just been really tired. I just opened up a new business, and we have 3 kids, and I just been really tired, and I don't want to have sex like he wants to. And
Mother
so
of
he's, like,
3.
flipping out.
Mother of 3. Devoted wife. And businesswoman, Terry, who not only owns, runs, but pretty much is the managing person at the place where she calls her livelihood. How could she have a breath left for the roller coaster ride that is a night of sex?
And I'm only 21.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
Mother of 3.
How big a business could you be running at 21? I hate to diminish what your accomplishments could be at 21, but how much can you really have gotten done at 21? I'm interested to hear about your business.
I'm a mortgage broker.
A mortgage broker who's out on your own at 21.
I've been on my own since I was 15, and we've been together since I was 15. We married 2 years ago.
Is that fair to call that your own business when you're a mortgage broker? I mean, can every interior decorator call themselves a person with their own business?
Because they have to file separately.
Everyone with a lemonade stand call themselves their own business?
Yes, they can.
All right, fine.
Absolutely.
I think it's a strike.
I'm not a loan officer. I'm not a loan officer.
You're a mortgage
I'm an
broker.
Independent contractor.
You're an independent mortgage broker. I don't know if I'm ready to hear about that. That's your own business. All right?
That's not really what I had in mind either.
I thought maybe she opened up a store.
Yeah.
That's her own.
Well, what would you call it then?
I would call she's an independent mortgage broker. She's out working on her own as a mortgage broker, but she's not her own. She didn't open her own business.
But
She's her own boss.
She's her own boss, and she has to take care of her own taxes and all that.
She's not Monique L. Scott. All right?
Well, but she could open one up if she wanted to with
when
a
she does,
storefront that says Monique L. Scott.
When she does, then I'll call her a woman with her own business.
Well,
In the
but-
meantime, then, she's still just a mortgage broker.
And her car is her office.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got Monique
Exactly.
L. Scott. There you go.
When your car is not your office, then you're not your own business owner.
That is not my office.
I have a store on eBay, too.
Mm-hmm. You have a store on eBay. You're not your own business. I'm sorry. All right. So many people want to just promote, have their own business.
Yeah.
Give me a break, would you please?
Okay, anyway.
Stop trying to impress people. You're a working woman, and that's terrific. And you're doing fine at 21, which is even more terrific.
And a mother of 3.
Standing on your own 2 feet, making your own money with 3 kids that you have to worry about. Terrific. But don't give me this crap that you have your own business.
You gonna come to my business, female?
No, she's not giving up on this. You want to come to my business, baby? Now that's big business.
So back to my question.
Yes.
Why do men trip out the way they do?
Well, how long have you been married at 21? You should
years.
not be married at 21.
2 years.
Especially
2 years.
a woman who sounds like she's got so much going for herself as you do. Why did you get married at 19? What the hell are you thinking in 2006 when obviously you're aware of all the opportunities that are now available to women that only need to be married like they did in the 1940s at age 19?
But she's been with him since 15.
I don't care. She's been with him since they met at the hospital when they were born, Terry.
Well, and how old are your children?
They're 4, 2, and 1.
I don't care. I don't care if they got married in a past life, Terry. I don't care if they knew each other and were sweethearts in a past life. They shouldn't be married at age 19 with 3 kids.
Why?
Well, they are.
All right, well, it's too late for that, obviously. Yes, that's a good point, Terry. So she wants to know how to convince her husband that it's reasonable for her not to feel the energy to have sex.
Right.
And her husband doesn't buy into this.
Well, maybe they should
excuse.
hire a nanny or something like that, so to give her a break with the kids.
So
since
what-
she is a working woman.
She has her own business.
So
She has her own
what's
business?
the end result? What's the end result of when your husband says, I want to do it, and you say, I'm too tired? What happens? You go to bed angry at each other?
He goes to bed angry. If he goes to bed at all, he's just like up.
So you don't give in and wind up having sex with him is my question, basically.
No, I don't feel like having sex at all.
So the answer is, if I don't feel like having sex, T-Man, I don't have sex.
Wow.
See, I like the women who don't feel like having sex and have
And
sex
still have
anyway.
sex?
That's right.
Yeah, you're hating this, aren't you, baby? Oh, yeah, you're hating this.
And you're tired as hell, aren't you?
Yeah, I disgust you right now.
This is the last place you want to be, isn't it? Yeah.
That's really hot.
Talk dirty to me.
Snoring.
That's my kind of woman.
Yeah.
She called to say what's his problem, but it sounds like she's the one with the issue.
Yeah, because she's lost her libido.
Well, then, I don't know if it's considered losing your libido
Well,
when,
that's what she just said.
when you're so run down from a day's work and having to take care of 3 kids that you don't have the energy. I think that's realistic. That's understandable. I mean, you're just broken down from all the effort you put out there being a mom and being a businesswoman with your own business on a daily basis.
Exactly.
I mean, how would you feel about having sex with someone else, though? Oh, she'd be energized.
Well,
back, libido.
I do that all the time.
I don't want to have sex with anyone. I just want...
What if some real tall, handsome
He only wants to
stranger?
have sex at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
When he wants it, I'm like, I have to get up and take him to work at like 5:30 in the morning.
Yes. You take
Why
take
do you- yeah.
him to work?
Uh-huh.
Why can't he take his own self to work?
Well, I take him to work, and then I
That
come
doesn't
back
answer my
home,
question.
And then I get my kids there because he doesn't.
Because you don't have do you have 2 cars or no?
No, we just have one.
Okay, then that's the reason. I mean, that's simply the reason. Why can't you just say that?
Yeah.
We don't have 2 cars, T-Man.
Figured it out.
So go get another car. He can take himself to work. You can sleep in a little bit longer and get some more rest.
So
and
when
then-
do you think you may want to have sex? Right now you're tired, and he's probably concerned that when does this pattern end? It doesn't look like there's any end to the cycle. You're always going to be a mom of 3. You're always going to be a woman who's working for your own business. So when can I expect sex is what he's thinking. And what's the answer to that? When can he expect sex if you're so tired?
Well, maybe he should try to do it earlier in the day.
So if he's willing to do it at, like, what's earlier in the day, like 7
Like-
p.m.,
Yeah, like
while you're
7,
watching
8.
Entertainment Tonight, if you're willing to do that, you're saying to him, then you're cool with it.
Yeah, I'm not so tired yet, but he wants to wait until I'm tired.
All right, well, did you
Why?
did you offer that to him? If you want to have earlier in the evening sex, then I'll have it every single night.
Yes, he says that I should be a submissive wife and do it anytime I want, that he wants to.
Mm-hmm. And what's your
Right,
answer to
that's a good
that?
point.
What's your response to that?
But I
This is
am submissive, but I can't just wake up out of my sleep and just want to be
Well, you don't
in
have to
the mood
wake
to
up.
have sex.
What if he says you don't? What if he says you don't have to wake up?
That's not, I don't want to.
Do you give him the green? Do you give him the green light to your vagina during your stage 5 sleep or what?
I don't want to be asleep having sex, or him having
Why?
sex
You
with
won't
me.
know what's going on. You won't feel a thing. It'll be over before you know it.
Yes, I will.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Well, what
Terry.
would you-
I'm not buying that she's ready to have sex every night at 7 p.m. If she's
Neither am
not.
I.
if she's-
Not every night. I don't want to have it every night. No.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're
Well,
right.
I mean, you gotta recognize that a man who's married is entitled to some extent to have sex with his wife on some occasions, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you got to figure out some kind of resolution here because he's not being just completely out there by wanting sex with his wife. You recognize that. He wants to have sex with his wife, and if you can't provide it, he may have to get it elsewhere.
Ooh, not good.
And then you'll be
Better not.
then you'll be screaming your head off
Mm-hmm.
that he cheated on you
Yep.
when he's been dying to have it with you, but you're not giving him free rein.
Okay.
So what are we going to do? So what
You
are
were
we
some
going
hoochie, so make it happen.
Yeah, so what are we going to do about this? He doesn't want to have 7 p.m. sex.
Okay,
And
I'm
why-
gonna
and-
give it
and- but why doesn't he want to have 7 p.m. sex? What did she say about that? Just because it's not.
It's
he's
not his time. It's not his time of night.
So 1 a.m. is.
1 a.m. is when he gets all horned up, Terry.
All right. What's he doing at 7 p.m.?
Well, once the liquor kicks in, then I feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't
Oh,
drink.
wow.
He does other stuff, and then he
Like
just
what?
I-
Once
the weed kicks in,
All right, we're not talking about him anymore. Anyway, Well, you better sit down and come to some kind of compromise. Compromise is the way marriages work, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
That'll suck.
All right?
Okay.
So let me know what kind of compromise you come to. But he's got to be willing to give a little bit, too. You know what I'm saying? All right. She's too distracted by her 3 kids, so...
Mm-hmm.
There's not going to go
In her business, there's lots of people at her front door.
The bottom line is...
Side door of her car.
I love telling you the bottom line, Terry. The bottom line is...
Yes, sir.
Don't get married at 19, would you please?
Okay. I won't.
Make sure you don't do that, Terry.
I will. Make sure.
Yeah, but you can't have all those kids either. And, I mean, if you have 3 kids, maybe it's okay to get married. Or is it never okay?
Hey, don't get married at 19, would you please?
But it's okay to have the kids.
It's fine to have the kids.
Just don't get married.
They'll be fine.
3 kids by 21. Jeez.
Obviously, this is a much-needed call day at 1-866-663-TMAN. There are people out there with all kinds of problems, and already I'm on the path to solving that woman's problems, even though it's almost unsolvable, Terry, when you get married at 19.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like there's some negotiation potential there. If she's willing to, she claims, which I'm not so ready to buy, but she does stick to her claim that she's ready to give him sex whenever he wants it at 7 p.m.
How about 11 p.m.? That's a nice, happy little compromise, right?
He wants it at 1, she wants it at 7.
11.
How about 10?
Okay. Well, 10:30.
What's the, I need him on the line. What's the reason he's not willing to have
I know.
sex
What
with
is he doing at
7?
7 p.m.? She said he's doing other stuff.
Still out with his buddies trying to find babes.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
But he always comes home to
My
her.
wife doesn't worry about me. She's got her own business.
Yeah.
Jared.
Would you mind your business?
Jared, you're on the air.
Oh, have a good day now.
Jared, you can't start off with a curse word.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, the second word was a curse word.
Oh, okay. Then that's okay.
Well, I'm up here in Fort Townsend, and
No, I understand why you're swearing now. Yes.
I can't find a woman anything. You know, I mean, I broke up with my girlfriend about 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm. You sound rather depressed, Jared. You don't like being alone? Is that the problem?
What do I have to be wanting to cut my wrist to be depressed, or what?
Oh, jeez. What did he say?
Oh, something about cutting his wrist.
All right.
Well,
I said you sound a little depressed. Is that fair to say or no?
I feel down.
You feel down, yes.
yeah, depressed is a little,
strong for
little
him.
strong for him.
Mm-hmm.
So down is a little bit better.
Got it. Depressed people cut their wrists.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Jared, so this is pretty serious for you to find a woman ASAP, is that right?
Well, I need to find someone to have fun with.
Fun, because you're a fun guy.
Oh, hell yeah.
You got all this fun to offer a woman, and there's no woman around that's just ready to take it. Well, what else do you have to offer besides the mounds of fun that come along with Jared?
I'm a pretty active fellow, man. I like to get out and do stuff.
That's what I was thinking when he first came on the line, Terry. This sounds like an active fellow.
Oh,
Yeah, I can tell.
He's an active fellow who likes to have fun.
Sure.
Is all about fun. And will offer a woman nothing but fun.
Wow.
Anyone that uses the word fellow, sounds fun to me.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, fellow.
All right, so we got an active fellow who's offering all kinds of fun. Anything else we can put on your advertisement for a woman in Port Townsend?
Oh, man.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Fun and active.
I'm a good-looking dude, man.
Oh, I thought he was about to say I was a good-looking midget.
Yeah, that's what it sounds
I'm
like.
a good-looking midget.
Maybe he is.
Are you a midget?
Why did you and your girlfriend break up 3 months ago? If you're such a fun fella who's a good-looking dude.
Well, I'd say I had a problem with her sitting on the sofa and watching TV all day. And
Because you're too active for that. Now, when you talk about being active, your girlfriend was a couch potato kind of type. What kind of activities would you say you're always involved in that make you an active fellow?
Man, we've got some pretty cool beaches to go to out here, you know. Go walk around.
Beautiful,
Yeah, I've seen the commercials for Port Townsend. You don't have to give me that. But what do you like to do? Port Townsend, join us today.
Really?
No.
I'm looking for my dirt bike girl. I'm a dirt bike guy.
You're a dirt bike guy. You're looking for a dirt bike girl to dirt bike together.
Yeah, so we can go.
That's romantic.
I'm a BMXing.
I like dirt dog girls.
Mm-hmm.
BB's motorcycles, right? Not pedal bikes.
All right, so if we were an oral online dating service and you were placing your ad right now, I'll give you 30 seconds to make your ad happen. Go ahead. Here's Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared. I'm 25 years old. I'm athletic, blonde hair, green eyes. I like to get out and do some fun things. I want to meet some really interesting women that are more into life than sitting on the sofa and doing nothing. Oh, I like to get out.
I wish I was a woman.
Did I sound like a woman? Oh.
No, Steven says he wishes he was a woman because your ad was so damn good that he is jumping at you through the radio right now.
Is that all you do, though, Jared? I mean, just go out and have fun? I mean, do you have a job or anything like that?
Oh, yes.
Well, I work at the paper mill up here in Port Townsend.
He works at the paper mill,
wow, so you're a hard-working guy, too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what there you go.
So far, not too many flaws that we can find in Jared.
No, just likes to talk on a speakerphone, though.
You on speaker, Jared?
I'll take you off speaker.
Oh, I feel even closer to you than ever before. Jared is pretty much making it clear as to what he wants and where he's at in life and what he's on right now. I'm sure it's all out there for everyone to witness.
Right.
It's cool the paper mill hires midgets.
Yes.
I don't think it's midgets.
Oh, no, I mean, it's like Port Townsend really doesn't have much to offer these days.
You're down on Port Townsend for its social potential as far as the social life.
Totally.
Yes. Well, you realize there are cities that neighbor Port Townsend, right?
I was going to say, don't you?
And you realize that you're allowed outside of the Port Townsend town line, right?
Well, if I come to Seattle, it's like I got ex-girlfriends that are going to hunt me down, and I don't want to have...
Oh, there's too many.
How do they know that you're even coming unless you call them?
Well, he's got so many, Terry, that he can't go into Seattle without all his ex-girlfriends just wanting a piece out of Jared.
The minute he crosses the King County line, it's, he's here.
Well, I'll tell you this, Jared, your on-air advertisement is already paying dividends because the phone lines are flaring up, maybe like other parts of you. And let's take the first call that came in. Let's take them in sequence, Terry. You want to hear for the first person who's dying to get a hold of Jared?
Absolutely.
You ready to hear from this person? Here they are.
Good morning.
How's
it going?
Goodness. Oh, jeez.
Got any ex-boyfriends? No.
Gay.
You want to start one?
Gay.
No.
Gay, let me ask you this.
Because I have a feeling it wouldn't last long.
The man never made any reference to homosexuality.
Didn't have to.
Oh, God, he doesn't matter to him.
Apparently, Gay seems to be implying, I guess, that he's using some gaydar little device that he has, and he's sensing that you may be a gay man, and you want to make that clear right now that that's not the case, or...
That is definitely not the case.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to find out? Oh, I'm very positive. I don't want to find out anything about what you got down there, man.
Okay.
No.
He's skinnier
Find
now.
a woman.
Very nice.
Find a real woman.
Well, there are no women on the line, only men. So, Jared, we wish you the best of luck.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to make this a whole dating scene, right? I actually do have women on the line, but you don't want to turn this into a whole little dateless in Seattle moment, do you, Terry? Or dateless, even more dateless in Port Townsend?
I want to hear
Don't
from
you
a
feel
girl.
like, I mean, it is a Thraxus
Why you gotta give me the
Thursday.
first dude on the line? Forget that.
Well, Gay always likes that moment. It's a very happy moment for him. Do you want to start taking calls for Jared?
Man, the weekend coming up. Might find him.
Would you please, Terry?
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's take your daughter to work. Come on.
Yeah.
You can't do that to your daughters. Jared?
Yes.
We believe that you have enough going for you on your own, that you don't need our help. That maybe, a 2-month dry spell isn't the worst situation in the world for you after you just got out of a serious relationship, all right?
Yeah, that's probably true.
Okay, now if you hit the 3-month barrier, then you immediately want to call back and we'll make it happen here on the air for you. But
That's what I said, it was 3 months.
Oh, 4 months.
Right.
Call us back.
Okay.
That's when we'll really start to worry and make it happen for you, okay?
Hey, thanks.
In the meantime, Jared, I'm glad you shared your state of mind and your current state of affairs with us. Thanks for the call.
All right, thank you,
Yeah, take care.
We're just head over to Paulsville. Those chicks are easy there.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if that's true.
Probably.
Okay. Safe assumption.
Most likely.
There he is. He's Jared. He's the most active guy in Port Townsend.
Right.
And after hearing him, how could you deny it?
The T-Man.
Tia is calling from one of the prospective homes, future homes of the Seattle Supersonics. She's calling from Bellevue, Terry. Good morning, Tia.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Tias are usually pretty hot, Terry.
Okay.
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking there, Tia.
I wanted you to give me some advice.
You know I will, baby.
Oh, thank you, Tina.
Yes.
I used to live in New York, and when I was just for like the littlest bit for the first semester of my freshman year of college.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to NYU, but now I go to Bellevue Community College.
You couldn't stand being away from home? You didn't have the grades? Why did you decide NYU wasn't going to make it happen? Why did it not work out?
I didn't have $160,000.
Well, you should have realized that before you went over the first place, don't you think?
I think you're so right, T-Man.
What, do you think you got a hook on the side?
Before I went, why didn't you call me?
Well, why didn't you not be able to figure that out before you left? I mean, you don't need me to figure that out for you.
I think you can find out pretty early on how much something's going to cost.
Do you think you were going to wait tables to such a degree that you were able to make it happen, or what did you expect when you went over there?
I didn't understand how dumb taking out loans was, so I was planning to do it mainly through loans.
She went over there like, oh, wait, this costs money? Oh!
I still have to live, right.
Yeah, well, everything in New York is expensive. And not as expensive as San Francisco, but just about. San Francisco, believe it or not, probably the most expensive cost of living place in the country.
Really?
Exceeding New York City. People don't realize that, yes.
Wow.
I don't know why that should be.
I don't know
Shocking.
how.
All the gays are making the prices go up.
Yeah, they are.
Great taste.
Yeah, they
Not
are.
not much area, just on a little peninsula.
All the gays.
Yeah, it's our fault.
Okay, yes, so what's the situation now that you're back at Bellevue Community? A little bit of a downgrade, I have to be very honest and say.
Yeah,
So that's the next natural step from NYU is BCC, right?
Yes, there's a middle ground between NYU and BCC, you're aware, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a financial thing.
All right, you're at BCC now, okay, and what's the situation?
So I've been back for about a year, and I have a boyfriend there still, who is just the best man in the world for me.
So in one semester, you did meet your soulmate.
I did.
If he's really your soulmate, isn't he paying for you to go to school?
My
Keeping you around?
soulmate is kind of young and broke, just like me. That's what makes him my soulmate.
Oh, that's sweet.
And everybody about your age has a soulmate around.
It's like a modern-day Romeo and Juliet, except the parents are the tuition. Huh? Anyway.
Yeah, and they didn't kill themselves.
Right. All right, so,
I'm ignoring my soulmate right now. He's calling me, but you know what? I'm talking to you guys.
wow, maybe that's why you had to come back, because you couldn't stay away from us.
No, but this is only the first quarter of what I needed your advice on, T-Man.
All right, so how quickly into your time in your one semester at NYU did you meet this guy?
Actually kind of late. It was my second month there. I met him in November.
Second month, and how many months did you stay there? 3-4 months?
Yeah, I left at the end of December. So I met him at the beginning of November, and we had 2 months together.
And how quick did you put the VJ up on a platter?
Honestly?
Yes.
2 days.
2 days. Nice.
Pretty honest.
Perfect
Nice.
for BCC.
Love BCC.
Which means one day, but they met at night, and she gave it up the next morning.
Right, gotcha.
Nice.
That's how the calculation goes, huh?
And was he good for you? Did he make it happen in a soulmate kind of way?
That might be a good part of why he's my soulmate.
Because here's a good question, Terry. Do you have great sex with your soulmate?
I think you do. I think that's part of what makes
I don't know.
I agree with her.
I
That
think you
is
have
what makes it.
Your best sex is with the person you can't stand. About as far from your soulmate as possible.
No.
That's the best
But
sex.
if you
No.
can
You can have good sex with your soulmate. I agree. Because I have good
the
sex.
best sex is because you are so connected and your soul.
You want to believe that. But
No,
in
it's true.
And
because when you're so connected, you can be so open and
Right,
so honest
right.
and you do whatever you feel.
Go
So
ahead.
did you know
yeah.
right away that... did you feel right away that this man has given you sex like you've never had it before? Like he's able to do some kind of swirly thing with his dick or something? I don't know.
You're into swirlies.
I've been saying swirly things a lot lately.
I can honestly say that I don't think in the greater United States I'm going to find better dick.
Really?
Wow. No better dick
Even
than
if you went
hers.
on a dick hunt all across the country, you don't think you could find a better schlong than this guy is able to put out there in old NYU?
I really don't.
It's dick season.
How many? Well, let's see how much experience you. How many men have you been with in your life?
Oh, you're going to make me be honest. Terry knows. We cut the number.
Okay, well, based on the number that you give us, we'll try to figure out what the real number is.
Terry knows.
Okay.
Yeah, Terry cuts the number. 4?
Yeah.
All right, that
Counting
means
him.
400, Terry.
Yes.
Yeah, woo!
Mm-hmm. That means at least. Usually the rule is the rule of 3, which means you multiply by 3, but I don't think that's even enough, Terry. I think she's been with more. I think she's
It's
been.
not the rule of 3.
I think she's been with more than 12 guys.
Really?
Yes, I think
No,
she's been with
definitely
about. I'm not
not.
saying she's slutting it out there, but she gave it up in 2 days, and she's got a lot. She's got a lot of bubbliness and a lot of personality, and she likes to get a nice dick. So I think it's probably more like 17 guys.
Oh, all right.
No, because here's the proof. Here's the proof that it's not. Here's my question. My advice that I need the great team man to answer for me. Since I come home, I've been dating this guy.
Oh, jeez.
So it's been about a year, and we still haven't really gone past the touchy.
Oh, you've been home for over a year now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And how much contact do you have with the guy at NYU?
We call each other like 3 times a day, and I go over there.
Does he know that you're with the new guy?
Yeah. We're really honest about things. Like I know
Jeez,
how
I don't know
many
why.
people slept with since I left, and
How many men have you been with since he left?
I haven't been with any, but he's been with 3 girls.
Oh, he's been with three men?
So, So he calls her up and says, hey, I just laid another chick.
Right. Just wanted to check in with you to tell you. I just finished about 10 seconds ago.
Give me just a tally.
Yeah, very honest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So honest.
Yeah.
She was ugly.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't care because I was horny.
Right.
Just thinking about you, baby.
All right, so you're just passing the time with this new guy. You haven't even had sex with him, and you're just trying to hold on until you can get back together with the guy from NYU. Is that how it goes?
Pretty much, except now it's started to get really serious. Well, not serious in a relationship sense, but in that, are you really going to make me wait?
I got to dump that.
Whoa.
But hang on the line. She's really getting horny now.
So am I.
Yes.
After hearing that.
Let me take a
Amazing.
break. Too bad we couldn't air that. All right, let me take a break. We'll hose everyone down, including her, Terry.
Terry and I are stuck together.
How could you not be after what she just said? But we couldn't air it, unfortunately. But when we get back, I'm also going to give away a pair of wrestling tickets because we have 5 pairs of tickets for WWE Raw. But don't call now. If you call now, you're disqualified.
Oh.
All right, now I'm talking to Tia, and then I'm going to take a few more phone calls. But at some point, before the end of the show, I'm going to give away a pair of tickets for the Tacoma Showlands Raw, Terry.
All right.
And we'll have Tina talk dirty to us during the break, and then we'll clean it all up when we get back.
Okay.
TNT. Maybe you guys are soulmates.
Because she has got a little dirty side, Terry. Yes, she does. And she ain't hiding it.
Just being very honest.
Mm-hmm.
The T-Man.
Bet I've got more music.
Before we get to Tia,
Yes.
I had a couple other calls, Terry. Let me look over some text pages that have rolled in this morning at 97373. Don't you know?
I do.
That's 97373. A DONTYOU. KNOW. Let's see. At 8:43 and 35 seconds, somebody writes, hot fudge is all over it. Peanut butter at Jamba Juice is awesome.
It really is unbeatable.
See, I think it's probably a stoner's thing.
Really?
Yeah, I think there's something to that.
You think?
There might be.
Mm-hmm.
But it really is unbeatable.
Wow. Unbeatable is a pretty big statement.
I had it 3 days in a row when they first came out.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
You took a day off?
I took some time off. I was a little uncomfortable with all my trips there.
I got you. They're starting to get to know you. They say...
Hey, Scott.
You don't want to be the norm of Jamba Juice. I understand. I got you.
Get the punch card. Big deal.
It's not cheers so everybody knows your name.
Right. 8:38 and 53 seconds. Somebody writes, Terry's wizard sleeve, bad Asian. Terry's moose knuckle, a good Asian.
Oh, good. I'm kind of
nice.
split down the middle.
Take your daughter to work.
Yeah. Jay thinks about that.
Yes.
Moose knuckle?
Mom, what's the moose knuckle? Anyway, 8:27 and 24
It's a lady
seconds. Somebody writes, I have sex with my wife while she's sleeping all the time. What's the big deal?
Nice.
Oh, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of men probably do.
Yes.
And even if they seem like they're
do.
awake, the woman is definitely asleep.
Right.
I think I'm more apt to have sex with myself while she's sleeping than her.
You get more pleasure out of it.
I've actually done that. When
Don't tell me she woke up.
She woke up, she gets mad.
Oh.
Really?
Mad? I mean,
Yeah.
How embarrassed were you?
I wasn't embarrassed. I never
Really?
embarrassed over that. Yeah. Anyhow, if I can do it in a Sears parking lot, I can do it anyway.
That's a pretty good point.
8:18 and 29 seconds. Wow, this is kind of a little insensitive, Terry. You ready to hear an insensitive text page, or should I pass over the insensitive text
we
page?
love the insensitive.
All right. You want to hear that? You love the insensitive text pages?
Of course we do.
8:18 and 29 seconds. Somebody writes, let the Sonics take their African handball wherever they want. The new arena is not going to make the team any better.
That's pretty insensitive.
One of the hottest teams going down the stretch here.
They were one of the hottest teams going down the stretch at the right time.
Well, obviously it was not the right time.
All in an effort to kill their draft pick. Yeah, make sure they didn't get Adam Morrison. Okay, let's see here. 8:11 and 25 seconds. They will be the Seattle Supersonics of Renton, just like the L.A. Angels are the L.A. Angels of Anaheim. I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Yeah, they wouldn't put
I don't think they're going to be calling themselves the Seattle Supersonics of Renton. All right, Renton may be the place where they play, but that'll be the only reference that is ever made about the Seattle Supersonics and Renton.
Well, but really, if you think about it, maybe it would boost the finances of Renton.
It's going to, no doubt. If they get the Sonics, it's going to be a whole new city.
And then you have high-rises going up.
Sure.
Glass City #2.
Absolutely. It's going to be like a new Beverly Hills.
It will.
Buy your condo now. Oh, wait, they're not coming. Oh, no, I'm stuck.
7:46 and 48 seconds. I have to skip over a whole bunch of these because the text page is just not getting it done, Terry.
Oh.
At least the ones between, what was the last one I read here? 8:11 and 7:46. Not that big a span, so not too bad.
Okay.
Let's see here. I got a new car, and I can't wait to get my balls licked while driving it. Signed, Jonah.
Wow.
Oh, Jonah.
Good morning.
I tried to think when I got my car.
Love a man with a new car.
I only got a car wash when I got my car. I'm going back. You know, Jonah told me.
Yeah.
Jonah has high aspirations for him and his new wheels. He believes a new set of wheels, Terry, is a guaranteed ticket to balls being licked.
Wow.
Kind of an interesting stretch.
Yeah.
Yes, it always is. Stretch a little more. Go deeper. Oh, anyway.
Whoa.
Wow.
Jeez.
Deeper.
Bring your daughter to work.
You're
Dave,
right in that
anyway.
crevice there. All right, 7:43 and 10 seconds.
Play dumpster.
Yeah.
Stephen wouldn't
Works
give.
good for me.
7:43 and 10 seconds. Stephen, spelled with a V, wouldn't give any shut-up money. All he has to do is key their car and throw them in a dumpster.
Oh, yeah, he's a tough man.
Of course, that's referring to the conversation we had earlier on the woman who's suing for $1.2 million. Or is it a different story that I'm
Oh, yes. Kevin Costner story.
Oh, yeah, Kevin Costner, right.
With the massage.
That's the one.
Who's already settled.
Yes.
Undisclosed amount.
Oh, you're not
Right.
into it? Here's $100.
Oops, sorry.
Skipping down to, let's see here. I don't know. Do you want me to read this one?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Didn't Terry star in Romancing the Bone? No.
Yeah, it was really a great movie.
That's making reference to earlier our big, long, lengthy discussion on the movie Romancing the Stone. 7:11.
Never find the song.
7:11 and 27 seconds. If Britney's baby is cute, it's not Kevin's, because I've seen all his kids, and all Kevin's kids are fugly.
Oh, that's not nice.
Well, when you're talking about Kevin Federline, does it really matter if it's not nice?
Well,
Do you have to be nice to Kevin Federline?
well, I'm thinking of the
There's
child.
one person in the world
Okay.
that you don't have to be nice to. It's Kevin Federline.
Yeah.
That's the last person in line on the nice line.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm just concerned about the children, that's all.
Tia,
Yes, sir.
this guy that you're now involved with on some level, that's a local guy that you're passing the time with, is he aware that your true soulmate is in New York? And if so, does he care?
Yeah,
Does
I'm
he
really
care?
honest, so he does know.
You're honest about it.
Yeah, but I'm not.
But he's not
a
interested in
guy.
having... You haven't even had sex with this guy. He doesn't want to have sex with you, or what?
He does, but I'm kind of.
I mean, me
I'm
and you
a
could know each other 15 minutes, and that'd be
at
the
the end of the
longest
day.
it goes if I'm not having sex with her, Terry.
Obviously, this guy that she's dating here feels something for her because he's been waiting a year. What guy waits a year?
I don't think he's waiting. I don't think no guy. You're exactly right. No guy waits a year, which means to me that this guy's not interested in having sex with her, because me and T aren't making it to minute number 16 as friends if I'm not having sex
But
with
they're
her.
still hanging out and doing things together, so what's it just maybe...
So he's just a friend. I don't know why she refers to him as like a boyfriend. Boyfriend you have sex with.
Yeah.
But we're talking.
It's a great lesson.
Weird.
Put that in your journal.
Mm-hmm. That's the truth. Unless you got some religious something or other. Boyfriends you have sex with. This is 2006. Let's be honest. I mean, this is not any kind of newsflash here. You have sex with a boyfriend.
That's a good lesson for bringing daughter to work day.
So you
We make out.
You make out? All right, where does your make out begin? Where does it end? It starts with some romantic, like, kisses that
Sweet
you
kisses.
close your eyes and pretend was your NYU boyfriend. And where does it end?
Occasionally, it ends in.
Let me ask you this. Does he ever make a fist? No, I guess not.
Oh, wow.
Or-
Is that
or
what
you
it sounds
just
like?
did.
Yeah.
Remembering last night all
Oral
of a sudden.
copulation.
Oh, it does? You give oral cop.
Well, that's sex then.
There you go. She's had
Everyone's
sex with
favorite
him.
cop, Terry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Makes you want to go to the policeman's ball, doesn't it?
So that's another good lesson today. You can't get pregnant in the mouth.
That is. Okay,
Exactly.
yes, that's nice. Anyhow, so you're going down and he's going down? Is it a two-way street or is it a one dead-end kind of avenue?
I don't like it that much. I don't like receiving, so it's mainly.
Wow.
Oh, so
What
he's
a
doing all
woman.
the work.
What do you mean he's doing all? She's doing all the work.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
She doesn't
I'm
like
back.
receiving. You understand from receiving,
Yeah,
Terry?
I got it. I'm just not used to hearing that.
What a woman.
Sounds like you found your soulmate.
I didn't have to go to NYU to find her. Unbelievable. So you love giving. You're just a giver.
I wouldn't say
And you're
that.
such a giver that you've gotten really good at it, haven't you? Like a guy doesn't even need a new car to make it happen.
I guess.
I wouldn't say all of that.
Yeah, I'm not saying, that you're saying that you're bad. I'm just asking if you're good. Yes, you are!
Well, you kept him around for a year.
I don't know, but still, you'd think over
I
a
learned
year.
in New York.
As great as that is, and how that's my favorite thing in the world, Terry, to be on the receiving end of that.
Guys, yeah.
Okay, I'm still not satisfied with that alone over a year period.
And that's why she's calling. I think is because the new boyfriend here is saying, hey, when
Is
do I get?
Is that why you're calling? Because the new boyfriend doesn't. Why are you calling?
Because I'm not sure whether I should or not, because I kind of feel like having the boyfriend in New York.
No, you don't have a boyfriend in New York. Let me just clear that up right now. You don't have a boyfriend in New York. Long-distance relationships or non-relationships, you don't have any kind of relationship going. Maybe one day you will have a relationship with that guy, but don't feel like you're still in a relationship with that guy. All right? That's over. At least on hold.
I owe him so much. Like, I used to be so much fatter. So much fatter.
That's hot.
So much fatter.
How much is so much fatter? How much weight did you lose?
I used to be 180 and now I'm 150. So I still have
That's not so much. You lost 30 pounds. Big deal.
No, but the way I'm built, I can carry 150 a lot better than I did 180.
Well, how tall are you?
I'm 5'3", but I have really large womanly parts.
She's got a huge VJ.
I guess
No,
maybe it's like-
she said womanly parts.
higher up womanly parts.
She's got a huge clitoris.
Wow, now.
My uterus is the size of a Volkswagen.
Jeez.
Wow, this is big. So you lost 30 pounds doing what?
I just ran most days.
Where are you running from?
3 days a week.
She worked out with a boyfriend in New York. It sounds like.
Boyfriend in New York.
Yeah, got her into shape.
And in the 2 months that they knew each other, he got her to lose 30 pounds?
I guess so.
No, I started with him, and then when I moved back, he just kind of got me in the mood.
Right. So do you still run?
Not as much right now, but I box occasionally.
You box.
Stop laughing.
Yeah, you can't say that word.
I eat badly.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, you should look at my MySpace and tell me if I'm attractive or not.
Oh, I'd love to.
When
Great
it's
idea.
about time.
Why did it take us 20 minutes, Dustin? All right, what's your, hang on, I'm going to put you on with the pastiest of Daves.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
We're going to get your MySpace area, unless you want to give it over the air so everyone in the world can look at it. Do you want to do that? Or do you just want to give it
Sure, why
privately?
not? I'll get picture comments, and people will be mean and honest.
Yeah, they'll be mean. All right. Lose another 30 by tomorrow. All right, give out your address if you don't mind people out there looking it over. Go ahead.
TG599 at nyu.edu.
TG, as in Thomas?
Yeah, Thomas Gregory.
Mm-hmm.
That's your email. Wow.
You just gave out your email address, too.
I don't use that email anymore. It's been deactivated.
Who does? Oh, it's not even activated. Okay.
Wonder Twins.
Mm-hmm. Not activated.
I used to actually have a picture up there just in case I ever got on your show.
All right.
Oh, and
So you could rate
Good.
it. But
Not only that,
my
but I'm
friends
gonna-
were like, that's a little bit...
I'm going to send you about 11 emails to your non-activated email later today.
Pasty would like a repeat. He didn't get it all.
He didn't get it all.
Well, Steven's there. So
I'm
what do you
there,
got,
yeah.
Steven? What do you got? How we doing here? How we
She's
doing?
pretty good. She's cute.
Ah, she's cute. Isn't that nice to be cute, Terry?
It is very nice.
Always,
to be
I
cute.
long to be cute.
I do
All right.
too.
Well, Tia, you keep us abreast of. That's what it was. I get it now. You keep us abreast of how things are going with the new, the old, and everything else that's going on in your life. I'm glad you called.
I'm glad I called too.
All right? All right.
We have a new friend.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to accept her?
We love new friends, Terry.
We do.
Well, she hasn't sent me an offering to be a friend on MySpace.
All right.
But I don't turn down anyone, actually. I don't accept anyone. All right, hang on. Oh, what do we need you for? Nothing. Okay, bye.
She wants to talk to Pasty, right? I don't know.
Pasty?
No.
Stephen, give.
I sent it to Pasty.
Oh.
It's one time only.
Whoa.
Pasty heard 160 pounds, like, nah, I'm good, dude. Take the headphones off now.
Pasty.
Yes, sir.
Are you there now?
I am not. No, I'm waiting for an email.
I emailed you.
Refresh.
Send, receive.
Thanks, Terry. You're like an IT person. Thanks for being here.
Want me to send it again?
There it is.
Wow. She's like real mail now all of a sudden.
Yes.
Pasty, you're much more tough analysis on how she looks. Stephen is pretty lenient when evaluating
Yes, he is, especially
people's
here
looks.
today.
Oh, you're being lenient? You're saying
No,
something?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, Stephen has now given us a little bit of an idea that she's not very attractive.
I think the modeling picture of her is very good, but there's others that aren't the greatest pictures of her.
But how good does she have to look when she's waxing your lands? All right, Pasty.
Yeah, one more second here.
Okay, it's 1 second. Okay, Pasty.
Sorry.
We don't have
20 more seconds.
20 seconds?
Okay, there we go.
All right. What does it take?
Hey. What's going on?
Meantime, I'll take another call. I can wait up Pasty all day. Jennifer, you're on the air.
Oh, hi.
Hi,
Finally,
Jennifer.
I've been on here for
I'm
like an hour.
sorry to make you wait. I'm sorry that you waited, but it'll be well worth it. I can guarantee you that. Not really. So, what's on your mind? Oh, we lost Jennifer. Too bad.
Wow. She sounded nice.
No, I'm just playing. Jennifer, are you there? Hello?
I am here.
Hello?
Hello?
What happened to Jennifer
Hello?
now? She was waiting for an
Where'd she
hour.
go?
Jennifer.
Hello?
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 Hi.
Is Jennifer there?
I am.
Jennifer, are you there?
I am here.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, go ahead, Jennifer.
Okay. I'm calling
Hello?
to see. Hey,
Yes.
you need to
Listen
listen.
to her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at work.
Yes,
Okay.
oh my.
Oh, well.
Congratulations.
There you go. Way to go.
But we work at Office Space,
Yeah,
and
me too.
there's lots of cubicles.
Mhm.
People are going to get mad at me.
Okay.
So, okay, we want to know, me and my friend Jamie, we are
Yeah,
coming
that
down
is
to your
hot.
studio tomorrow.
You're coming down here for the, you're coming down for the car model trial.
We are.
It's a big,
We are
it's a big
definitely
car
gonna be
model
there.
casting call,
It
Terry.
is.
No experience necessary.
That's right.
And
we
they're
don't
gonna-
need experience.
There are a lot of applicants that want to be car show models.
Right.
I know, and
At
that's
least to be
why
able to-
we want to know how we are going to be able to get on there.
At least to be
What
able to.
do we gotta do? We'll
Well,
do
that's the
anything.
question you're supposed to ask off the air. At least, Terry, to be able to tell your grandchildren that for one day I was a model of all models at a car show of all car shows.
Right.
With the T-Man of all T-Mans. So what's your question? How to get it done or what?
Yeah. Tell me what we got to do. I'll do anything. What do we got to do to get on the
All right,
stage?
hang on the line.
What do you got to do? I thought she was just coming down, and then we
Pasty.
decide.
Haven't we discussed this before?
Oh, sorry.
Those questions to be taken off the air.
I didn't think she was going to get on the air. My apologies.
Right. Man. Was it his first day?
Yeah. First day or something? Jeez.
Steven loves that. It's an inside joke.
Oh, yeah, he loves it. More than anybody.
Terry, you don't get that one. It's an inside
No.
joke.
3 people love it.
Mhm.
Well, actually, for our spouses, they probably know.
All right. Pasty.
Yes, sir.
Love it.
How are we doing on the MySpace pictures?
Doing good. Doing good.
Oh.
She is looking good. She was correct about having the ample womanly areas.
Womanly.
The ample womanly areas.
Looks good. Looks good.
Mm-hmm. Well, Steven gave us the impression that she didn't look that good.
All right.
You disagree?
I disagree. She looks
X
good.
gets the square.
Wow. He's a tough customer.
X gets the box. What can she do to guarantee herself to be a car model, Terry? T-Man, what can I do?
I'll do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Love those words.
Lots of things going through your head.
I know. People really just don't understand when you utter those words. Be careful.
Oh, it is. Do we have time for Nick real quick?
Oh, quick, Nick.
Go ahead, Nick.
Hello?
You're on, Nick.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, bud?
I'm having some girlfriend issues, hoping you can help.
Who's not?
What's that?
Who isn't?
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know what the hell to tell this woman on line 12 yet.
Yeah.
I'm working over a goodie, though. Yes.
At any rate.
Go ahead, Nick.
Okay. So we started dating about 9 months ago, let's say.
Me and you? Really? I didn't know. Oh, you and your girlfriend.
Have you been good to him?
Right. All right. So you and your girlfriend, 9 months. And then what happened? Yes. Now what?
Right when we started dating, my mom decided to move away, so I was forced to move with my dad. So I live on Camino Island. And I work and go to school in Linwood. So every morning I listen to your show, about an hour and a half sitting through traffic.
Well, that's your problem, yeah.
Hoping you can help me with some issues I'm having.
So you've just been sitting back hoping up till now, but now you've actually called.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Much more effective this way.
I
You
call
realize
every
that.
day.
Oh, you do?
But when I get the busy signal, I get discouraged.
I understand. All right, well, here you are, Nick.
Okay, cool. The problem I'm having is she has not treated me very well.
Love that.
I make pretty good money for how old I am, and I treat her very well.
How old are you, and how much money do you make?
I'm 18, and I work 40 a week at $10 an hour, so...
40 a week, $10 an hour is about 800 a week?
So, and I don't really have any expenses since I still...
No, it's 400 a week. 800 a pay period.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, for an 18-year-old, that's pretty good.
That's very good.
Yeah.
And you feel that because you make so much at an early age, you should be treated better. A man should be treated based on how much he makes, Terry.
It's not. No. It's not about that. It's that I spoil her all the time because.
And what's your definition of spoiling? What do you do that would spoil her? Give me an example of the last time you spoiled her.
Last night, $40 dinner. I mean, I take her
$40.
all the time.
18-year-old.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you take her? Where'd you take her? The old Olive Garden there, or what?
Cheesecake Factory, actually.
Cheesecake Factory. Jerry, how many 18-year-olds get to go to the Cheesecake Factory with a boyfriend ready and willing and able to pay?
Not too many, I would assume.
And then all through the dinner, she just insults him and treats him like crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
he's learning early, Terry.
Yeah.
The ways of the world.
Yeah, right.
That's shameful.
All right. So was she really that big a bitch during the dinner, or what?
Well, no. It's not really the way she treats me like that. It's that she has a drug problem.
Whatever.
It's time to go.
Well,
it's only a problem if you make it. What?
Oh, jeez.
What kind of drugs is she on?
Well, mostly just smoking weed too much, but she's gotten into some more hardcore stuff, and I've talked to her about it a few times, and every time it doesn't help.
Mm-hmm. So you feel a man who's so advanced in as far as wages in your life, you deserve to be with a woman who's clean and sober.
Well, I don't mind it too much, but I mind when we have plans to go to dinner and she shows up, sound
wasted.
He's ready to take her to a nice dinner at the Cheesecake Factory, and she shows up stumbling over herself, Terry.
Right.
And that's in his mind, that's an example of her not treating him well.
It's a little excessive.
He's
okay with every once in a while.
How long have you been with this? You said 9 months.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. And she ordered half the menu at the Cheesecake Factory, which is a ton of food.
Munchies.
Exactly.
All right. So what's the situation now as you see it? You're trying to decide that you're at a cornerstone moment in the relationship. Should you continue forward, or should you take a turn down a new path, or what?
Well, it's that, and it's whenever I bring it up and try and talk to her maturely about it.
Oh, jeez.
I get an immature, I'm overreacting response.
This is a mature 18-year-old we're talking to here,
I would
Terry.
say yes. Weird. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. He has conversations with her about her drug situation. He won't call it a problem in her presence.
Not yet.
About her drug situation, and she just dismisses the conversation immediately.
That's because
she's every time there's confrontation, there's yeah.
Okay, she's immature, and she's not ready for such a boyfriend who's so far advanced in wages and years, like our friend Nick here.
That's probably true.
Be gone, square.
Well, and also she doesn't recognize it as a problem per se. She thinks she's just having a good old time.
That's what you do at 18.
And you don't do anything, Nick. You don't do any kind of, you don't have a weed moment. You have nothing going on there. No drinking, what?
I mean, I experimented back when I started in high school.
Back when you were young.
Yeah.
Right.
He's done with it by now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so now that you are aware that she doesn't take your conversations about her problems seriously, what's this? Where does it go from there? What is your thinking that if she doesn't start taking the situation seriously, that it is going to be grounds for a breakup, or?
Well, I'm worried about it, not as much on the breakup side of it, but we're both going to college in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to UW, and she's going to Western.
What's going to happen to your income?
Perfect there for that.
Well, I'm going to, take a drop in job and work part-time.
All right, you say so.
Well, he's probably been saving some money, though, too.
Mm-hmm. All right,
exactly.
So you're going away to college. You're wondering if now is a good time to break it off, or what?
Well, I'm worried about her future, exactly, because her parents are old-fashioned. They're really oblivious to what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, you must really care about this girl, man, because my first instinct is, who the hell cares about her future? Let her worry about
right.
it.
She's
you're such a damn good guy.
Yeah.
What are you worried about her future so much for? You're that much in love and caring about this girl at 18?
Well, I mean,
is this your future wife?
What's that? No. I don't think that.
No.
You know, I plan on splitting off when we go to school.
But you care about her that much that you're really genuinely worried about her freaking future?
Yeah, well, I'm worried about her future, and I'm pissed off that she disrespects me like this.
You don't have the power to clean her up. You're worried about.
What's that?
You wish you had the power to clean her up and give her a good shot in life.
That's kind of what I'm trying to do.
That's good guy stuff.
Yeah, it
right
is.
there.
But you know what? He can't help her.
Guys love to try to fix people.
Man.
He's taking the women's role. Usually,
yeah,
it's
women
the women
are
the
ones that want
who want to save everybody.
Yeah, but guys like to think they can fix things, fix problems,
so do
like
we.
solve problems like that easy.
Right.
I think that's more women stuff. Guys actually want to fix like tangible stuff, like yard work and stuff.
Well, this is what he looks at it as a challenge.
Right. But that's why I said he's like the woman.
But women like to change.
Yes, Nick, go ahead.
Same thing.
Okay. On another level, another thing that's pissing me off and frustrating me a little bit is when we first got together, about a month after we got together, we started having sex. And it was a pretty recent occurrence, so I got used to it.
She's not the first girl you ever had sex with, or is she, Nick?
What's that?
She the first girl you ever had sex with?
No, I've had
Nick?
3 or 4. What?
3 or 4, okay.
I'm not lying.
All right.
3 total.
Oh, what happened to the 4th?
Well, there was no 4th.
A second ago, you weren't sure if there was a 4th.
T-Man. That's my right hand.
Mm-hmm.
That was number 4.
All right. Whatever.
So, anyway, now that she's accelerating in the drugs or whatever, it's killing her sex drive.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing that's bothering me is when, she comes over and we stay the night together, she just passes out.
She passes out because
Or
she's
she'll sit on
so...
MySpace.
What was that?
Or she'll sit on MySpace all day.
Dude, bail. Man.
Maybe it's your all of a sudden being an adult that's making her libido go away.
So the weed's killing her sex drive.
Yep.
Maybe you're killing her sex drive, Nick.
What? I'm killing it?
Yes.
It's all that serious
Maybe
talk.
all this good boy stuff is killing her sex drive.
She wants
And you're just assuming it's the drugs killing her sex drive. Maybe it's you!
Maybe it is. I hope not.
You're the downer, man.
It sounds like you two are skewing onto 2 different paths in life. You're taking the high road, she's taking the more fun low road, and she'll be in the abyss before ye. But, Nick, I think it's very clear that is the case, that you are changing into the man that you're becoming, and she's turning into the eventual hooker that she'll be. And you have to just wish her well and just release all ties. You cannot control the future decisions that she makes.
Yeah.
As much as you may care about her,
yeah.
It sounds like it's time to move on to someone who's more on your level right now. And you're at a nice level, Nick. You're very impressive.
Yeah, stay there.
Nick.
Very impressive, Nick. You're on your way to be the next Kilbreath.
Thank you, T-Man.
Boy.
Yes.
Did you just say thank you?
Yes, he did.
Yes, because he admires Kilbreath for the decisions he's made in life, and who shouldn't? And who shouldn't?
I mean, he's a successful man. Look at that Kilbreath.
That's right.
Huh? Right. Anyhow, Nick?
Yeah.
Get one last shot to the Steiner and then break it off, all right?
Wow.
All right.
All right, buddy.
Thank you, T-Man.
What kind of...
What kind of cheesecake did you have?
Cheese. Vanilla.
Did you have a nice slice of cheesesteak? Cheesecake, Nick? Oh, he's gone. Nick hung up.
I like the white chocolate raspberry truffle.
Yes.
Whoa.
How about Nick, Terry?
Nice guy.
How about nice, sensible Nick?
Yeah, good kid.
Mm-hmm.
Love it if my daughter brought one of a guy like that home.
It sounds like we have 2 differing opinions on how we feel about Nick. Terry's very impressed.
Geez, I am love too. It.
Terry wants a guy like that for her daughters.
Absolutely.
I actually have something prepared here that I'd like to read about Nick.
And Hotshot has a prepared statement
Wow.
on how he feels on Nick. And here now is Hotshot with the floor. We'll translate that into all the other languages of people that may be listening that need a translation.
Found a girl likes to get high. Get her out, right. Dumbass.
Wow. Sounds like jackpot to you, huh?
Of course, to most people.
The T-Man.
Well, it certainly has taken your child to work day around here, ladies and gentlemen, and they're floating all over the building. We're being infiltrated. Terry's daughters are here. They certainly have gotten a lot out of this day, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, they
Do the
have.
teachers ask them tomorrow, what did you do during the day? Because if you answer honestly, you'll have to say, nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, jeez.
You know what she's been doing? She's been sitting on the computer just watching videos.
That's what they're doing.
That's my thing. That's all I do.
That's the concept of take your daughter to work day. But now you're here in the studio, and let me tell you, you both look like twins. Hey, how do you tell them apart? One's a foot taller, though.
Yeah.
But they have the same beautiful face, Terry. The same glasses. You couldn't even get them two different. What was it, 2 for 1 day at LensCrafters? What happened there?
Different ones.
They're different? Well, they look the same to me. How are they different?
Prettier.
Yours are prettier? Oh, okay. You're the shorter one. You have to overcompensate. Okay. But you're a year younger, so you're going to sprout up. You watch Sprout? I watch it with my son. Anyway, all right. So, do you remember, Jay? Of course you do, by the way, that it was not too long ago that I held you in my arms right here in front of the microphone, and we played a game called Ask the Baby. You were cradled in my arms. Listeners would call in, and you would give them advice like no other baby ever has before you or since you. Are you aware of that?
No.
Okay. Or maybe I'm making it up. I don't know.
You don't remember being 4 days old?
Mm-hmm.
We all remember that.
That was pretty cool.
You don't remember being here in the studio when you were a day old? You didn't write it in your journal?
No.
Day 1, still tired from the move. Day 2, met T-Man. Wish I could go back in. You don't remember that?
She was great. She sent me on my life path.
All right. Well, I'm glad you guys are here for Take Your Mom to Work Day.
Mom.
And do you guys have any idea of if this has given you any ideas of what you want to do when you get into the real world? You know what I'm talking?
Kind of.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to be a radio superstar like your mom?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Anyhow.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. She won't allow it. Yes.
You're going to work at Walmart and like it.
Oh, jeez. I'm glad you guys came down. All right?
Thank you.
They're all big smiles.
Shout outs to boyfriends or anything there?
Mm-hmm. Do you have boyfriends out there?
No.
Does Mom not allow that? Have
We
you
learned the definition of boyfriend today.
Have you gotten the talk as to when you're permitted to have boyfriends or what?
Yeah.
And when you were told that it was age 26, did you respond saying that's a little? What were you told? When are you allowed to have boyfriends?
15.
15. Wow, there is a hardcore age Terry's giving him.
A
15.
hard number.
That's only 4 years old.
Mm-hmm. Wow, it sounds like she's
years.
She's counting.
She is, yeah.
She's got like the marks on her wall like a prison cell.
But she's got her mom's gotten her to the point where she's given us the line of that's only 4 years away.
Sounds like they're buying into it.
Wow, that's not right. If you see it that way, that's terrific. I see it as a long-term sentence, but that's all right. Anyhow, again, I'm glad you guys made it down for Take Your day.
Something to work.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, before we sign off, how about 2 tickets to go see wrestling at the Tacoma Dome? It's Monday Night Raw.
All right.
At the Tacoma Dome on May 23rd? May something or other. First time Tacoma has had Monday Night Raw in over 5 years, and every big name in the WWE is going to be there. I saw the list of who's going to appear, Terry.
Oh.
Everyone.
Okay.
Every belt holder, every superstar, every female that you wanted to see in the wrestling ring
Oh, really?
is going to be there. Now, what's the date of it, Pasty? Do you know? Tickets go on sale Saturday. I know that.
I thought it was May 20-something.
May 20-something.
22nd is my birthday.
Well, what's a Monday night? May 20 what, Stephen? Take out your trusty little calendar there.
Is it the 28th?
I did a little pocket there. What?
Is it the 28th?
Is it the 28th?
I don't think that's a Monday, but I'm checking.
Mm-hmm.
May 29th is a Monday.
Is it 29th? Okay, May 29th. That's when
Oh, wow.
Memorial
we're
Day.
pretty sure it is.
Wow, cool.
It is, 100%.
Memorial Day.
Oh, wow.
At the Tacoma Dome.
Can't do better than
You
that.
can't get more patriotic than the Tacoma Dome, ladies and gentlemen, and watching Monday Night Raw as it's being broadcast all across the globe.
Chanting USA as loud as you can.
We have 4 pairs of tickets to give away tomorrow. We'll give away 1 pair right now, and we have ringside seats to Monday Night Raw on May 29th to give away at Sport Restaurant and Bar, which is a restaurant that I'm one of the owners of, that Roddy Piper will be at. That'll be tomorrow after the show, Terry.
Yes.
At 11:30, from 11:30 to 1, Roddy Piper will be there at least till 12:30.
That'll be exciting tomorrow.
And somebody's going to walk out of the restaurant with ringside seats. Oh, have you learned that yet, girls? Yeah. You want to be in radio, you got to learn to say it right. If you want directions on how to get to Sport Restaurant, go to www.sportrestaurant.com. That's www.sportrestaurant.com.
The T-Man.